This should be that. Can y'all hear me now? It is the first day of the week. What the hell? Now? Welcome in. I just paused. I didn't realize Dropbox is working in the background, which I think is what was player hating us. And it was trying to upload a bunch of larger files. Okay, the audio is coming through. And I think that was monopolizing my bandwidth. Y'all can indeed hear me now. Okay, great. I don't know what to do when it comes to the whole glitching. I'm hoping it will even itself out once I stopped that connection thing. Only other thing I got is that Spectrum is a hater. And maybe there's some issues in my area. I don't know. But we gonna persevere. We're gonna go ahead and keep it pushing. I thank y'all for coming into the second chat because I'm sorry I had to restart it over. I wasn't sure what was going on. Aaliyah said, "Why are you taking so long, Eric? You got us waiting like Dawn Limit." I didn't know that Dawn be having y'all wait like that. And y'all know I'll be late. Before the end of the year, I'm gonna stop being late to live streams. I'm doing my best over here. I'm trying. I'm sorry I'm late. Hey, Catrice. Welcome, Catrice. Sorry. Welcome in. Hey, H0E Angel 1. Welcome in. Hey, Cleo Griffin. Welcome in. Hey, Aaliyah. Hey, Cassie. Hey, Quake Simmons. How are you all? Welcome in, everybody. Again, there's a little bit of issues with the video for whatever reason. It is glitching, and I don't know what the hell is going on. I cannot figure it out for the life of me. I've done everything I could possibly do. On my end, it says that the stream health is excellent. So I don't know why this is happening to us. But alas. How do y'all rate the last week of Beyond the Gates episodes? So each Monday, we're going to go live to discuss what's going on behind the gates, child. And with that, we're going to discuss the previous week as well as this first episode of this week. How are we feeling? There has been so much setup, so I could only imagine that some of y'all are like, all right, it's a bunch of talking. There's not really much happening. But I do feel like it's a bunch of setup for big explosive things to come out later on down the line. But I would love to hear from y'all's point of view, your own voice, how you're feeling about the episodes in the last week, how you're feeling about the show right now. Just tell me y'all's thoughts. And I'm going to also get the Discord link posted. Hi, Tasha. Welcome in. While y'all do that, if you want to rate on a scale of 1 to 10 the last week of episodes, you can go ahead and do so and tell me why you rated what it is. Joanne, we all late, boo. I'm late, too. The damn thing is glitching, and I can't stop it. I don't know what the hell is the problem. Maybe I could, okay, hold on. With my Wi-Fi, I can tell it to prioritize certain things. Hold on, let me try that real quick. Let me try my last ditch effort, because otherwise it's Spectrum. And Spectrum, I need to be thinking about going somewhere else anyway, because they be tripping. Okay, if I go to Wi-Fi, why does it say it's no devices on there? There clearly are devices connected. Thank you, boo. Okay. I can do prioritize this device. For the next 2 hours, prioritize this device. Everything else don't really matter. Hopefully that is helping. I don't know. Aaliyah, hopefully I'm pronouncing your name correctly, says last week it was born -6. Thank you so much, Cassie. Thank you. Today was getting us somewhere finally. Yeah. Yeah. Even though, wait till y'all hear my breakdown. I had a little tirade, a little rant real quick. Well, I have a couple of those usually, so that's not even something new. But I think y'all are going to be like, Erica, all right now. After you see what I'm ranting about in this one. Tell Hayley to leave our chat alone. Okay, it's very much so giving sabotage. Cause what the hell is going on? And y'all, let me know if I'm too loud as well. I'm like playing around with everything. Hey, Allie, welcome in, boo. Allie, so I recorded my episode 137 breakdown too. And I shouted you out all throughout that daggone breakdown because I was like, Allie is my friend, and her video is great. Go and watch it. But also, I don't give a damn about no damn decorum and respect of the lady of the house. And I just went in, friend. I went in. I think that your video is so great. Your breakdown for 137 is really great. And F Hayley. That's what it is for me. It's F Hayley. Sean says, oh, and I have 2 contacts in today, y'all. I got my contacts. I didn't know. I didn't like how Chelsea and Naomi were acting like Kat was doing the most when she was the one peeping everything. Hello, Sean. Go ahead and tell it like it is. All right, so let me tell y'all how this goes. If you're new here, I'll drop the Discord link into the chat and you can call in via that. And basically you're going to come into the waiting room for the live stream, and then once I see that you're there, I'll be able to patch you in, and you'll also be able to speak. So you can post your thoughts in the chat, typing away. If you're on replay, you can post in the comment section, or if you're watching this live, you can also call in and let your voice be heard. Okay. Allie Nick says today's episode was an 8 for me. I'll give last week a 6. I honestly can't remember everything that happened last week because it was so much talking and so much setup and a lot of redundancy. I'm very glad, Sean, that you posted the comment that you posted, because that is what my rant was on. I am just so locked in to like how they do Kat that it is coloring how I see everything. So I think I'm very, very sensitive to like what is said and versus what's not said, what's implied. And that struck me because it's also like, if it's going to be Kat and Danny that solves this issue with with Hayley. And then I also go into a little bit of what I believe the psychology, because I had a light bulb moment in watching today's episode. I had a light bulb moment on the circumstances that allowed for Naomi and Chelsea to become who they are versus how Kat has become who she is, even though they across the board have been given a lot of the same things when it comes to socio and economic resources. Anyway, I can't wait for y'all to see that video. It's in editing right now. Shout out to editor Charlie. You glad I could see Me too, child. Because I was tripping coming on here with one contact last week. Katrisa says, I agree with you. I think that they are setting up for what's to come. And I think that we're about to have a really, really volatile fall. Like, I think that they're about to come with it in the fall. So I'm using that to like allow me to be like, all right, even though this is a little bit boring and I don't care about this and I don't care about that, I do feel like they're setting up to something. So I'm going to be patient. H0E Angel says Naomi doesn't want to allow herself to admit the worst about Hayley because she would then need to admit something about herself. If I don't think about or tell other people, then it's not real. Interesting. Hey Jazzy Boo. Jazzy Boo says Danny will forever be my favorite. The way that she talks about Bimbo Bobblehead Barbie warms my heart. Mine too. I love her down. I don't love her choices all the time, but I love Danny down too. You can hear me? Cleo, welcome in, boo. Did I just pull this out? Hopefully I didn't. Oh, let me pin this too so that y'all can call in. Allie, if you're available, I would love to discuss an arrangement. No, I would love to discuss the conversation around respect of your father's wife and how it's played out most recently in the conversation around Chelsea and Naomi and how they navigate Bill and Bill's spaces. You really need Hayley to fall hard. Yeah, me too. The one thing that I am like, I struggle with the whole patience bit about is like, I don't actually want to hear or see Hayley and Randy again, which we might wind up not. It seems like in this episode, Vanessa is tipping Randy off, that people are paying attention to them. So, okay, cool. But the amount of episodes that we have gotten with Hayley and Randy at Uptown with her just simply complaining, I'm like, girl, shut up. I don't want to hear it no more. Like, I don't want to hear it. In this episode, she gets pissed because Randy don't answer the phone because she's calling and she needs him. Needs him to do what? You just saw him. Like, shut up. Hi, Miss Pinkberry. Why no one see Hayley and Randy? Also, Vanessa got Randy shook. I need to figure out what is, or I need to be told what is Vanessa's like end game, because while she is using the talking points of like, oh, because Doug cares so much about you, that's why I'm so invested in your well-being, you don't actually do anything really for anybody, including your damn kids. So girl, like, what is it that you really want? And are you tipping Randy off because you want to support Doug's oldest friend and this is the way that you honor Doug? Or are you tipping Randy off because you are low-key and op within the damn Dupree friendship circle and you are trying to stand up your own version of the Duprees in your own namesake, and you think that Joey is going to be the patriarch that's going to lead you into a very powerful place to be able to go up against this goddamn family, and you tipping them off is you foiling something for them? Because I don't trust Vanessa. I do not trust her. Yes, Yolanda says that Vanessa is the biggest double agent ever. Need her to choose a side. I think she already has, unfortunately. I really think that she already has chosen a side. You was pissed off that Vanessa ran to tell Randy. And it's crazy because at the beginning you would think like, oh, she is going to ask questions to get additional information. But no, she literally is like, I'm trying to warn you, whatever you got going on, you need to hide it better. Tasha says, I've never trusted her. See, that's why we can't invite everybody to the cookout. You can't stand Vanessa. I knew it was sus when we started handing out them damn cookout invitations. Okay, we got Toy. Hey, Toy, welcome in. Oh, thank you. Thank you so much. How you doing? Mm-hmm. Yeah. I don't think anybody was really paying attention. And I think they do a good job of, like, at least in the last few episodes, if we think about where everybody is location wise, the last time that Randy and Hayley met up, Chelsea, Naomi, and Kat are at Naomi's house. Anita, Vanessa, and Danny are at the country club. So there's literally like nobody around. And when you think about it, that's also how things were playing out. Now, the thing that becomes a potential issue, which is why I was saying for a while, we need somebody to actually, we need a bartender who is also a part of the fray. Grayson is not clued in yet, but like, if Naomi goes to Ashley and then gets to talking about this, and then Ashley talks about this to Grayson, now we have surveillance for the coming and going of Hayley, and then we'll have somebody who would actually be paying attention. But up until this point, nobody was really paying attention because all the times that they actually met up, everybody was elsewhere. You can't hear Toy? Hold on 1 second. They said they can't hear you. Hold on, child. Mercury is out of her microbraid, so I don't know why there's so many issues. Okay, say something now, Toy, or like share your thoughts. Go.
especially like while they're talking now, even with Kat, and her investigating reporter self, she
Mm-hmm.
over here like, oh, who is this Randy person, and and asking the right questions. And it's like, what y'all should have been asking. I mean, because they did before, because I remember when Danny said, I met her before. I
Mm-hmm.
met the heifer before. I remember her. You know what I mean? And nobody put two and two together, like, you know what? And then they did, and then it was like, oh, but Randy is messing around with Hayley. There was that storyline. I remember that. But it's like, but y'all didn't go forth with it though. Like y'all didn't try to see, because this storyline been going on long. I'm like, Hayley, if you gonna kill Bill, just kill Bill. And I'm gonna be honest with you, I
Right.
kind of want her to, because especially after the way he talked to Danny in that daggone flashback, and they was messing around, and he over here talking crazy to Danny. I said, you
Mm-hmm.
could die today, Bill. I'm okay. Hayley, when is it happening? Like, really, when are you doing this? Do I need to hand you the poison pill? Because he was getting on my. And I love Bill. I do. You know what I'm saying? I do love Bill. But come on now.
We need to move this along. Hey, Phyllis, welcome in. No, I feel you on that. I don't think that Bill is going to die. He's going to come very, very close to it, but he is not going to die. He is too important to this series or to this soap. He will be around. If the show can make it 20 years, 20 seasons, he will be here for all 20 of them.
Oh no, he might be a Stefano De Niro, die and then come right back, like Days of Our Life or something. So I don't know. They do that in soaps. They die and come
Child.
back. We waiting for daggone Doug to come back. He ain't coming
That's the
back.
parts that I
Like,
don't
so
know. I don't know the ins and outs of it. So like maybe, child. But my point is he's gonna be around for
everybody
quite a
knows
while.
they do.
Huh?
Yeah, I think so too. And like I said, I really enjoyed the character. I mean, I love the fact that he is like really into his family and like really cares about his family. But then there's some aspects of Bill I'd be like, I'm okay with you dying now, bro. You was getting on my nerve.
That's
Like
so
how he was doing
funny.
that with Andre. I'm like,
That's so funny because I literally just thought about when I was recording my breakdowns for 37 and 38. I was thinking about how
mhm,
I was actually really proud of Bill, and it's only his cheating that throws me off and like makes me want to say that he is not a good
mhm,
man, and it frustrates me to no end because when it comes to
yeah,
your kids, you care so much. He is so tender, he is so protective, he is just all of the damn things, even with the whole back and forth with Hayley that happened on Friday, and like him standing beside her because he didn't want to humiliate her. Like that is actually the characteristics that you should have had in your previous damn marriage. So it's not even that you're not capable of doing it, you actually know how to do it. So what the hell happened the first time around? Like Bill infuriates me to no end because I like him and I probably will not stop liking him even amongst all of his little bullshit quirks.
yeah, definitely. That's why I be mad at myself, because I be like, no, you don't want him to die. You do like him, but then I don't like you, because how you gonna talk to
Right.
her like that? That's the queen right there. And then of course I'm
Literally.
mad at Danny too. I'm mad at Danny though. Like, I still love her though. I mean, even though we all fall the short of glory, so I can't really get mad at her because we all done made mistakes. But it's just like, Danny, girl, this whole you got a whole
100%.
man who wants to be there for you, and you are doing what? Like, and then you got Bill over here who's arrogant, and he's like, man, he gonna tell Andre one of these days. I'm telling you, he's going to tell Andre. Somebody, because you know what happens in the dark always comes out in the light.
It
It's the soap.
does.
It's gonna happen. And unfortunately, I wish she had told him, but I kind of understand why she didn't. Because you know, you be trying to like, no, let me not tell nobody. But this girl, everybody know everybody. You might as well go on and tell somebody. Because Vanessa can't wait. She itching to say something. That's why I hated that you told her. I was like, you just should have told
Child.
Pamela.
Vanessa is a
That is it.
psyop
You
if I've
shouldn't have.
ever seen one. Like she is quite literally the like sleeper cell for the Duprees. I am very convinced that she is like trying to figure out how she's going to be sitting at the head of a very powerful family, and she's trying to build it brick by brick just so that she can conflict with the Duprees. And for all the people who are like, yeah, we need another powerful family to oppose the Duprees, it's cooking. Vanessa is trying to make it
Oh
happen.
yeah,
Okay, I'm sorry, y'all. It's glitching so
her
much.
Bill
Y'all are still
Martin.
having so many issues. Okay, I'm going to try to reset my router really quick. So give me like 2 minutes and I'll be right back.
Okay, Erica. Welcome back, Erica.
Can y'all hear me? Are we back? I don't know if we're back.
Yes, I can definitely hear you. Yes, ma'am.
Hey, Allie.
And
I'm
I
waiting for
see
this
that you're.
live to reconnect.
Hey, boo.
Hello.
Hi, Toy.
Has it
How are
done it
you?
yet?
Oh, well, how are you?
Girl, it's been a day. It's been a day.
This thing is still all over the damn place.
It's still all over the place.
Okay, if you're listening on YouTube and you're in the chat, I mean in the Discord, you gotta mute the YouTube. Um, all right, y'all. I did everything I possibly could do to try to alleviate the glitching. I don't know anything else. I've reset my computer as well as the router. I think the chat is back. If I'm not mistaken, let me refresh this.
I can test that out for you. Let me see.
Yeah, y'all, this might be a spectrum issue that I don't have no control over. Because all signs point to things are fine on my end.
Unfortunately, it'd be like that, especially as a streamer. And then I, the viewers sometimes they think that we want this to happen, but we don't want this to happen. Trust me.
Child, I'm
At
like,
all.
if I could do anything, it's not glitching anymore.
No,
Okay, well,
I
let's
see.
roll with it. Hey, Allie. Toy, you were making a point before I said hold on a second, and then I want to welcome Allie in.
So what I was saying was, is I feel like Bill is a complex character. Like you want to root for him, you know what I mean, because of the fact that he's a family man and he's a good man. Don't get me wrong, but then you also don't like him because of the of the cheating, right? Because you love Danny so much, so you're like, I can't stand him. He is so basuda, you know what I mean? And then like
Yeah.
and then all of a sudden you're like, oh my God, Bill, you just so
It's
you know.
oh, it's so infuriating. I was so mad after that elevator. I was so mad at him. I said I will never like you again. And here go my little goofy ass. Him and his little sweater running around trying to put out all the fires. Like, oh, Bill. Like, Erica, get it together. Stand up.
I was yelling at the TV. I ain't even gonna lie to you. I said, girl, I felt like the Hulk. I just came out. I was mad.
But
I
that
was
just
so
lets us
mad.
know that
I
they're
said,
doing something really, really right when it comes to the Bill character. Ellie. Okay. So I literally put you on Front Street in my breakdown because I was like everything that Ellie said, but no. I said Ellie gonna look at these damn comments and be like, Erica, what is going on? Because I was watching the video and typing up a storm. How has been the response been to your Hayley wasn't wrong video? If y'all missed it, go ahead and put that on the list to check out after this live stream over on @AllieNickOfficial.
I didn't get a lot of pushback. I thought I was gonna get, and excuse me because my voice is extremely raspy right now. Um, I didn't get as much pushback as I thought I was gonna get. I actually had some people thanking me for saying what I said. But let me just be quite frank. Like when it comes to soap operas, I really don't dislike anybody.
Mm-hmm.
And I try to look at it from like I'm watching it as an audience, from an audience perspective, and then also I'm looking at it from like a real perspective because we are privy to more information than the characters have. And I just could not imagine my husband's two grown children walking into my house and
Mm-hmm.
being rude at that. Like that's the perspective I was coming from when I did the video. Like I want Hayley to get what's due to her. She deserves everything that's gonna happen to her. At the same time, Bill and I still struggle with Bill being a great man. I think Bill is a great father, but I don't view him as a great
Mm-hmm.
man, especially when I think about the things he's done to Danny. And
Mm-hmm.
sometimes I think people forget that Hayley is not the first person he cheated on Danny with.
Right.
He cheated on this woman for years. She just happened to be the one that he left Danny for.
Yeah.
So I just, like I said, I want her to get what's due, but I just couldn't imagine like these heifers coming into my house and then being rude to me and
Yeah.
telling me it's a family matter. You can go. Heifer, I am the family.
But you're not
Now I know
though.
I'm trying to kill your daddy. I know I'm trying to kill him. They don't know that, but I
But
know I'm trying to take him out.
it's something that the kid do know, and this is what I put in my breakdown. So like y'all are gonna get this much more succinctly in that breakdown. Well, actually, I'm a little bit more unhinged, but my response to that, well, I think I also put it on your comment. I was like, Ellie, this is already messed up because you can't say if it was me because you wouldn't have the context going into it that Hayley does, and that for me changes everything. Like Hayley being who Hayley is, not even the things that they don't know about her, but just how she was introduced, how she was chosen, that already set her up to be disrespected for the foreseeable future, in my opinion. And I draw
Yeah.
from my own lived experiences as well because I have not encountered not one romantic interest of my father that has not been either, and I didn't even know this. Like somebody had to, like my mom has had to tell me, or like friends have had to tell me were either downright hated me or were just jealous of me. all the while I'm playing the dutiful daughter of like, oh yeah, give respect to, and this is from everything from when I was like 3 years old up until at least like 35, right? Like the myriad of whether it was his wife at the time who did all types of crazy things to me, or post that divorce, the girlfriends that popped up. Like I have experienced so much at the hands of the women that my father was pursuing romantic relations with without me provoking any of it, all off the strength of like, I guess part of it is like the most recent ones. I think a lot of the people who know me and like know my dad correlated to like, well, your father respects you. You're probably the most respected woman in your father's life, and that is the issue that the women have with you. And I'm like, but that's still their issue. So, it took me a
Yeah.
while to get to the place that I am now, but I now approach my father's romantic relationships not necessarily with disrespect in mind, but way more neutral than how I used to. I used to come in like, okay, let me go ahead and give this lady respect, this, and this. But the track record has shown you hoes be tripping. And I'm going to protect myself, and I'm just not going to allow certain things to happen. And when I think about some of the conflict that I have had with some of his romantic partners, when I have decided like, all right, it gets to a point, I feel like that is justified. And I don't love the idea of like, we don't take that type of stuff into consideration when we're looking at how people interact, because it's cause and effect to a lot of things.
That's true. I think the beauty of it is that, you're coming from a perspective from your personal lived experience from what you, and it's horrible that you even had to experience that from these grown behind people who were showing, jealousy and just plain have a plain disdain for you when you did nothing to them. Like you stated in the beginning, that was their issue, not yours. So I think for me, the beauty in that is that when you speak on Chelsea, Naomi, and Bill as it pertains to Hayley, it comes from a specific place, and it comes from a place that that you lived. For me, my dad is, well, he's divorced now, but he was with his ex-wife for 30 plus years. And not that I didn't dislike her, I never disrespected her. She never disrespected me. So I don't have that same
Mm.
perspective when I look at that's the situation that we're watching on television. I just look at from my own personal, like, I don't like anybody to disrespect my home, period. So to have
Yeah.
these two people, and I do understand what Hayley did, no, they're never gonna like her. I would never like her.
I think
If
that that's the
mom, dad,
thing. It's
ex-wife,
hard. It's hard to ask those two girls specifically for different reasons, right? It's hard to ask Naomi to respect her in any capacity because she lied about being her friend specifically to get to her father. And Naomi just came to that realization. And then Chelsea, the
yeah,
first time she saw you, you were in your dad's shirt. She was in your dad's shirt in your mama's room.
that's a
Yeah,
fact.
that's true. I do think though, what Ali, I agree with you to an extent, and the reason why is because like watching that whole episode and the way that Hayley came off as well, like she was ready. But I also agree, like
Yeah.
if you come in somebody's house, you should have respect. You
Nope.
you know what I mean? Because this is her house, regardless.
No.
She even though we
Hell no.
even though
Especially if you're not even
even though we
contributing in the
don't
house.
like her.
And it be those women. It be the cat women. It be, and again, I'm going off of like my lived experience, and I let them hoes slide. And there's a couple of them that I wish I wouldn't have let slide. I ain't even gonna hold you. That might be part of it too. Of like, I wish I was not so graceful. I wish I did not like have that little. I wish I would have unpacked earlier the whole like decorum, respectability politics of it all, of like, this is what you're supposed to do. Even if this hoe is doing X, Y, and Z, it's like you are benefiting off of living in my damn daddy's house. And a lot of the things that, at least post his divorce and like well into my adult years, when it came to like girlfriend, like he had a long time girlfriend and then a couple of like little other ones or whatever after that one. you hoes are also benefiting off of my labor because I actually work for this man to some capacity. So you ain't doing a damn thing, and you want me to come in here and respect you in the childhood house that, well, this is not their childhood house, but like I've experienced the whole conversation around you're now living in the house that my sisters grew up in, and I used to come in for the summers, and I'm the one who's doing work in my father's businesses while you sit your ass up here and do not a damn thing, and you want to talk about some respect me in my house. Meanwhile, you have been the most disrespectful hoe that anybody has ever met. Miss me. Miss me with it. Mm-mm.
No, and I agree. What I'm saying is because of the situation, it is a little different. Because I do agree. I do believe like you should, when you come in somebody's house, should be respectful. However, because of the situation and how this woman presents herself, you know what I mean, and the way that she did Naomi, like that was grimy. I'm sorry. I wouldn't have bit my tongue either. I'd have been like, "Look here, ho." Like, I don't know, but that's just okay. That because in that aspect, yes, I agree with Erica in that aspect because of the fact that it's these two women that are saying this, and because of the fact that it is also Hayley. Yes, we know Hayley is Basuda. We know that, but also that would be a hard situation for me to respect somebody. And I seen what you did to my family. I seen what you did. Like, yeah, I definitely agree with you 100%.
And you're
I
currently
also
advocating
think
against
that,
his health. Like, I think that all like
yeah,
it all got to come
yeah,
into play, and it gets a little bit tricky when we say like, oh, well, she lives there, so you got to respect her in the home. No, she put herself in that position, and she decided to behave and be the person that she is. And I guess that's also again where I'm at now after experiencing certain things. Like I said, I will come
mm-hmm.
neutrally. It's so funny because my father, I don't even think that he wants to introduce me to anybody new, which I'm glad because I actually don't want to meet a nan of the hoe. I don't care. I don't ever want to because of the things that I've experienced with these women, and it's such a mind for me because I'm always like supporting black women and I want to have your back, and I'm very much so like that in real life. The types of stuff that has been said and done to me by women who are either like in relation with my father or in pursuit of my father, I'm just like, you just be glad I didn't lay hands on you at this point. Just be glad that I have never actually laid my hands on you, but y'all gonna get cussed out. Please. Please believe you're gonna get cussed out.
Yeah, I definitely agree. And then the other thing was like, call before you come in and all these things. I mean, that I guess I get that, but then also like them are your daughters, dog. Like this
Hello?
ain't your. Like, I can see if it was Danny, yeah, it called before you come, but your daughters,
And
and then they like words
it's really
about
a
the
case
dog.
by case thing. And this is why I wanted to talk to you about it, Allie, because like in general, what you're
Mhm.
saying applies. But also, what do you do as a daughter who might have, well, I don't know if they have as much intuition as I would like for them to have, but if you have uh intuition about like something isn't right. So we know as the audience that she's not telling them to call because, oh, want to make sure I can leave before y'all get here or we're not indecent. She's telling y'all to call so that she's not in the middle of poisoning this man when y'all asses walk in.
Right.
And you can't put your finger on that, but I do believe that there's something, and that's something that I have experienced. Like, it's so interesting because walking into interactions that I have had with my father's past romantic interests, I've always knew that the whole wasn't right. And it's not me just being like weird and like, oh, I don't want my dad to. I would love for my father to find a woman to like be equally yoked with. Because when I tell you it would take some of the weight off of my damn back, it ain't even like I don't want him with somebody, but like I have an inkling about before I even utter a word to these women, like watching how they move, watching how my father navigates them, like you pick up on different things. And I think that also colors or should color how you interact with them. And Hayley, it's like nothing that you do, nothing that you say, none of your behavior actually lends itself to you are genuine in this trad wife BS that you're trying to sell. So are they actually
Mhm.
wrong for leaning in, even if it's just my intuition is telling me something that's not right here, so I can't actually respect it on top of the previous experiences that I've had with you?
I don't think they're wrong. My I don't think they're wrong for, well, let me say what I don't think that anyone, this is just me. It is how I perceive things. I don't think anyone should just walk into someone's house.
Okay.
Like that's just me. They didn't knock, they ain't ring no doorbell. They obviously know the code and they just walk they happy behinds in.
Mm-hmm.
That's the only issue I have with Naomi and Chelsea as it pertains to this. I don't have no problem with that. I mean, I do have a problem with that. I don't think that they're wrong. I understand, like for the soap opera's sake of soap opera ing, that it's gonna be a prolonged thing for them to, put their finger on what's going on. And I think another thing that gets me too, I think Chelsea and Naomi are brilliant women, and it kind of irritates me that I'm like, y'all not having a private conversation with your father to say, hey, I'm noticing this about Hayley, like without being angry, because sometimes I
Mm-hmm.
think when we talk to people and if we are loud, if we're angry, if we're coming across like we have an attitude, they're more prone to reject what we're saying
Mm-hmm.
than being receptive. And I think that if they did have a conversation with Bill about their concerns about Hayley and him and what's going on with his health, I think he would be more receptive to what they're saying. I think like the way that they came in, it
Mm.
automatically created a hostile environment and Bill wasn't going to be receptive regardless. So I don't think they're wrong for
Mm.
expressing how they feel. I just think in the manner in which they're going about it is not going to yield the results that they want.
That's real. I think when in my breakdown when I talked about it, I also like it. Like I get it because you're also the don't pop up on me person, and you have to know that.
Right.
You have to
Right.
know that
Right.
about who you're in relationship with. When I'm not that person, like if I know you and I trust you, then cool. Now if I don't know you, now you didn't. Congratulations, you play goofy games, you won goofy prizes. Like great. I feel
Mhm.
like part of this is Bill atoning for how he dismantled his family. So I look at it less of like, oh, they're being disrespectful by just walking into his house versus him creating that dynamic and allowing that to be because it was a moment in time when they refused to come there. There was a moment in time where they refused to even talk to him. So by him having this particular channel to which they allowing them to do this is how he actually rebuilds the relationship that he fractured by even getting with Bobblehead in the way that he did. So that's kind of how I looked
Yeah.
at it.
I think that's a great perspective. I think that Bill, honestly, I think that Bill regrets that entire situation, and it could be a lot of the things that he may be allowing to happen is because of the regret and because of the way that he, just completely destroyed his family and the respect that his children lost for him. And I think Bill would do almost anything to regain what he lost in his relationship with Chelsea and Naomi. They could probably barge in his house at 3 o'clock in the morning. He
Yeah.
wouldn't care. You know
Right.
what I'm
But
saying?
then
But
in
because
that
of this, this as you call the bobblehead, because bobblehead over there, he gonna
it,
say something because he ain't trying to have no static
and
really
it
over there
also feels
either.
justified. Like you blow up the marriage and you sleep with this hoe in my mama bed. I get to walk in your house and make sure that you okay. It seemed like even exchange for me. And maybe y'all, I might be advocating for myself because this is also like where I have arrived again when it comes to my father. If I wish a hoe would, I wish I would fly into Detroit tomorrow and any of the hoes would do me how Hayley be doing and trying to navigate the girls. Go ahead and get the bail money ready. That's all I'm gonna say.
Oh, Lord.
Get the bail money ready, cause I wish they would, Allie.
I know. I wish they never do.
That
I hope they
part.
never do.
I need more slaps. I need more slaps in this show. I'm so serious. I need somebody to be slapped the hell out of
Right.
in the
Like, okay, if
show.
they had walked
Like,
in and slapped the hell out of Hayley, then I'd be like, all right, y'all. All right. You ain't even let her get a word in. But to me, so much of the stuff is justified that I can't, like, the same way that, like, to me, Kat and like how she is very resistant to like embrace Eva is justified. Y'all having vehement hate for Hayley is justified. And to Ellie's point, y'all should have probably pulled your damn father aside because he do got to dig his heels in and he's trying to figure out how to navigate the two. Like, but also to me, this is like with Hayley, her decision to like stick to like dig her heels in and like try to force respect and force acceptance of us being family is also a dead giveaway of like her having nefarious intentions because like you said, Allie, Bill is letting a lot of things happen because he don't want to create smoke and because he wants to like repair what has been broken by his decisions. If this was a wife that was in it for the long haul and that also wanted to do it, she would have way more grace and she would have way less expectations for the people that they hurt getting together.
Yes, I agree with
Okay.
that.
So I just feel like it needs to be more about the ass. And honestly, I was kicking. I didn't kick their backs in. Actually, I just tapped them a little bit because Naomi and Chelsea only gonna get so far with the little smart ass comments that they make about Cat when it comes to me.
Don't even get me started on that. That
They
be
need to. They need to
pissing me
channel Cat
off.
actually.
Oh, that be pissing me off so bad. Especially Chelsea. Like Chelsea, you're getting all upset because of how Kat be talking about Eva. But Heffa, think about how you be talking about Hayley. You ain't got over your little resentment over Hayley. So what's the difference? When you get over your resentment over Hayley, she'll get over her resentment over Eva. Until that point, shut the hell up, Chelsea. You getting on my nerves.
In this episode,
That fake.
it's the well, you know, Cat gets obsessive. You know, Cat, this isn't it. You hosts need to be obsessive. What I don't know what Chelsea's sick alliance with playing devil's advocate is, but it ain't helping. Mm.
I okay. I don't feel as strongly as you and Toy feel um with Chelsea and Naomi with Kat, but I do feel the same way. And I feel like today's episode, in my opinion, really highlighted the hypocrisy of it all.
Mm-hmm.
Because the fact that they were sitting there discussing, well, you know how Kat is and whatever else they were saying, while you about to have a conniption about Hayley.
Thank you.
And
Yeah.
I'm all for, you know what I'm saying? Like I don't have a favorite character. Everybody can get it from me. Everybody can get it. I just feel like with them, when it comes to Kat in this perspective, it is so difficult for me to even because I'm like I want to believe that Chelsea and Naomi are brilliant people. Naomi is a lawyer. Chelsea is, intelligent in her own right. But the way that they can flip that switch of hypocrisy for me in this instance, in the matter of seconds, is mind blowing.
It is. Hey Jazz, welcome in. Shout out to Jazz. Jazz is probably gonna be the sole reason why I actually come back to Twitter. She's over there reigning supreme. Posted some of my clips and I'm getting a little love over there on Twitter now, Ellie. You know it's been a very
Oh,
rocky
what?
road. Beyond the gates
Girl,
clips at least.
okay, well that's good because Twitter don't like us.
Twitter don't like us.
Especially all American. Them all
They
American.
don't like us.
No, but I'm like I've been on there more because Jazz has been like tagging me and stuff. And I'm like, oh, okay, this is what y'all got going on. All right, okay. I get that, Ellie. I don't know how you remain so neutral, but I respect it, and it's how you give us all of the well balanced. Like, well, y'all, let's actually take this into consideration. Jazz says in the chat, ain't no way you gonna right into my house and tell me I can leave and I'm not needed because my husband is not my family. I would have told them heifers to get the right out. And then the fight would have ensued. I guess this is also this is just mirroring for me, Erica. This is why in most recent years you had the conflict that you had because you stopped being so gracious and you stopped being so polite because I think it's the part that y'all really do have to take into consideration, Jazz. You seem like a sensible young lady. I don't know if you will be moving like Hayley. And y'all can't devoid that part of it. Like I said the same thing on Allie's comments. I'm like, Allie, you would not ever be Haley Hamilton. So people would not respond to you like this. I'm just saying.
I wouldn't. I would never be.
And
I
that
would
part of
never
it,
be.
it matters. Haley, I mean, if Allie was my stepmom, she would get all the respect in the world as a sensible young lady. But unfortunately, every now and again, your father picks a hood rat or home
There you
wrecker,
go.
and they need to be met with the energy that their asses elicit.
Well,
I feel like I'm a
especially since
scared
the fact
straight.
that
Like I feel like that's what I am. I'm like I didn't try it. I didn't try to be respectful and nice. It doesn't work. Torch it all.
yeah, yeah. because they were there was a time where they were actually being nice to Haley, but it didn't work because now Bill is sick and they're not she's not doing anything. She's over here getting spa dates and all these other things. Like literally when he was choking, she didn't do anything. That's what Naomi was like, hold up, my father is choking. You gonna give him some water? Something? Like hello?
Yeah.
Cause she wants him dead. And then like so those aspects you got to look at why they're so angry. They're like, "Bro, my dad is like about was just at the hospital. He needs to still be at the hospital. Why aren't you doing something as his wife?" And I think I understand where everybody's coming from. I agree with both of y'all. Y'all both are
Yeah.
correct in that if it was a different type of situation though, but because you're dealing with Haley, yeah, I
Like I don't see,
Yeah,
aside from the fact that he's white, I don't see Noah coming to Nicole with the same energy that the girls are
no,
going to Haley with. And it's
no.
going to be 100%
absolutely not.
predicated on who Nicole has been and presented herself to be. And if she decided to start set tripping like, yo, mama wasn't nothing and I'm a piss on her grave, and Noah decides to start acting crazy, I would be like, well, Noah, yes, because she done lost her damn mind. I think that's it. I'm an advocate for more like reaping what the hell you sow in this world. I feel like we are also experiencing the world that we're experiencing because we let too many people not reap what the hell they sowed, and now they think that there's no consequences to the that they do.
And that's why I really can't rock with Bill. Like I like every
Mm.
character on the show, and Bill frustrates me because I really like him.
Mm-hmm.
But going back to the point that you just made, Erica, about reaping what what we've sown. When this series first opened up, we can think about how much I don't know, we can curse on the thing, how much of an a-hole he was. The way this man destroyed his family, destroyed Danny emotionally, destroyed his daughters emotionally, just crushed their respect level for him, and the expectation that he had for them to treat Haley like she's family, almost to say, "This is my decision. I need y'all to move on and get over it." Because to me, that's how he treated his daughters in the beginning.
Mm-hmm.
And to me, even now, he kind of still has that same hint of, "This is my wife. This is who I've chosen. I need y'all to respect that." But I'm thinking, have you really considered, just exclude Danny right now, have you really considered what you did to your children?
That part.
Mm.
How that decision affected them? And when they showed us that episode, when Danny and Chelsea walked in on them, that
Mm.
for me,
Mm-hmm.
my heart broke for Danny in a way I didn't even think was possible as an audience member.
Mm-hmm.
Cause I'm like, what the heck? Are you kidding me?
Yeah.
It just did something to me. Like it really did. So I don't really, I do care that he's getting poisoned, but I don't care too much. Cause my dude,
Yeah. He was
Bill is
definitely
just not. He's
diabolical.
just, ooh,
Yeah. Yeah.
He has been
That
diabolical.
is true.
he really was. So I had I be having these things because we ain't got there yet. But even on the day's episode, Danny did have me rolling, where she said that Haley could chew gum, open up her legs at the same time. I said, I
Ah!
said,
Oh,
I
Oh,
sir.
laughed
Danny,
wholeheartedly.
please.
But I said, baby girl, I'm gonna need you to hold on because you thought
Danny
you
be
was about
having
to
it
experience
fun.
death and you opened your legs too. So
Ooh.
I'm gonna need you not to laugh too loud. Don't laugh
Well,
too loud, Miss Danny.
not too much. Not too much. Right. Right.
Oh, and it's just getting worser
He be
and
having it.
worser and worser because Anita in this
I
episode,
know.
she's like, I don't want you to get caught up in the Bill web of it all and be worried about him again. And unbeknownst to her, she talking about, yeah, I
Yeah.
seen Haley in the in the tornado. Oh, Anita's heart is gonna be so broken when she finds out.
Yes, that's the
Mhm.
same thought I had. I said this Bowman gonna be crushed.
Because they actually
She's gonna be
like
crushed.
Andre. They actually really like Andre and how much Andre has helped Danny and everything. And then you're going backwards. They know what Bill put her through. They seen the results of
Yeah.
what Bill put her through. You know what I mean? And they don't want her to go back to that. I just need her to take Pam's advice and remember the stuff that he put you through, girl.
Yeah.
Like, I'm gonna need you to get that brain together, Danny. That's annoying me. I'd be like, girl,
Bringing up
just think
Andre
about when
though, that's also a really great place to go when it comes to like analyzing the whole the girls disrespecting Hayley in her home type of thing, because they don't have that energy for Andre. And that just to me goes
no,
back to my original point. Andre didn't meet them with disrespect. Andre wasn't the reason that their family broke apart as they known it. Andre also, even with coming into the relationship with Danny from a more healthy position, is not expecting anything of them. And that's why I think he is met with what he is met with, even when they didn't understand it. At best, they would keep their distance. They didn't outright disrespect him the way that they do Hayley. So yeah, it's just more evidence for me that this is justified. Hayley deserves every bit of the damn disrespect that she's getting. And then I also think about how the girls navigate Danny's space, because part of it is they have been coming and going into Bill's house, but then also Bill has been so damn hard headed. So also part of the choice to barge into your house is already because I know that I'm coming to tell you some information that you don't want to hear, but you need to get your ass back on the structure. And when they go over to
that's
Danny's
right.
house, they do knock. They do like do certain things, but they don't have to approach her in this way because she's not the pig-headed one who's about to die and keeps going back into the hospital every 6 business days.
That's true.
That is true. I do agree with that whole statement. I just think it's like really interesting, the whole thing, because it's like with Andre, they actually respect him. They actually like talk to him, communicate with him, and everything. Because again, he didn't come in there with any nefarious intentions for Danny and the girls, but Haley,
Oh, Toy, wait,
they
real
didn't like
quick,
that girl.
pause. Because what you just said just triggered something for me to remember. I was like, yeah, because you were like, they respect him. I'm like, in my head, yeah. And and I was like, and they ask him for help sometimes. And I'm like, have they ever asked
Mm-hmm.
Hayley for help? They have. And you turned their asses away. You lied to them and said that you were going to do one thing, and now you over here advocating for the damn other. Sorry, again. It's just
No,
the
it's
evidence is
true.
mountain.
Because even when Pat came to her and was like, "What should I do?" And Haley had nothing but disrespect, and she was like, "Well, if he's your man, then you could keep him," and all this other stuff. And the way she was talking to Kat, and Kat was like, "Okay, I see," like But
Mm-hmm.
every time they go to her, she always come with disrespect. Andre never comes with them with disrespect. Sometimes I be thinking like, sometimes you should maybe, because like the way they be just walking in, they don't walk in and stuff like that. However, Hayley gives them the smoke every single time because she don't like them. She don't like none of them. Like she's already done said this more than once. She has no respect for none of them. She can't stand Danny. She do not like Naomi, even though she play like she do. She don't like none of them
Mm-hmm.
fools. She just want her
Mhm.
money and dip.
She
You know
do
what I mean?
kind of like him.
And you can feel it when, oh, I can. If somebody really don't like you and they playing like it, you can feel it.
Yes.
And as I have grown, I've decided that I'm not finna play with you. You could play like it all you want to, but the moment I feel like you don't like me, I'm gonna treat you like you don't like me.
Facts.
Jazz said, "Be more mad at him. It's his health, and he keeps telling them it's his decision. You ain't wrong. You ain't wrong. But if I have the option, right? If I'm just a regular old human, why you don't start laughing before I say it?
Cause I already know where you finna go with this. Go ahead.
I knew you going too. That's why I started laughing too. I'm sorry. Go ahead.
If you have the option, right, standing right in front of you, and you got your sick ass daddy, your stubborn ass, sick ass daddy that you love dearly, even though you don't understand and he pisses you off very often. Again, relatable as hell. And then you have his bobble-headed ass harlot of a side wife, mistress wife, and they're both advocating against what you know is better for his health, for his life, and for his livelihood. And if you lay this guy out, he's just gonna push back, and or blood pressure gonna rise. Maybe he fall out, or the harlot that you want, that one of us caught in the damn room. my mama room with his ass, and the other one has become an intimate friend with, and then had to suffer that damn betrayal. Who you picking to truly lay into? Like, let's be honest. That is a no-brainer. The hoe that means nothing to me at this point, Naomi, you might have cared before, but I don't give a damn now. You didn't show me who you are, and Chelsea never gave a damn. Or your complicated ass daddy, who it would really work against your whole intention in coming here is to get his ass health help. But if you lay into him how you want to lay into his ass, he might keel over right here. I'm going to pick the harlot every single time. And I'm going to give her the blues because I also need a cathartic release because you're stressing me out thinking I'm about to lose my goddamn daddy. Right, wrong, or indifferent, I'm going to cuss the hoe out every time. Every time.
It's not like they didn't give Bill smoke too. It's not,
True, they did.
They're trying. They did give him smoke as well. They gave both of them smoke, so it wasn't like it was just one person. But I do agree, it is his decision. You're absolutely correct. But yeah, I would definitely pick Hayley over Bill, who's over here about to keel over
with the swiftness. Timbered,
I don't know how many times. Right.
With the swiftness. Hayley is a prime example of like the walk and give me a reason. At this point, it's just give me a reason today to cuss you out. Because, girl, it's always at the tip of my tongue when it comes to a hoe like you. It will always be at the tip of my tongue. Hayley hates everyone. I love that. Hayley hates everyone, including herself. Now process that, Jazz. I don't know if you're going to like it so much once you realize that, yes, she does hate everyone, including herself. Alton Davis says, what about the period when both Naomi and Jacob were going to therapy? If another person wasn't Jacob, he would have went one time alone to tell his feelings. Naomi would have went alone. I don't know what that is. That just a statement? Was that to something? Did I miss something? I think those are just statements.
Maybe it was an error in the typing.
Yeah, I don't know how we got to Jacob and Naomi in therapy. Allie, how are you feeling about where they're at so far with story and like how things are progressing, or the most recent episodes? I think you put a 6 for the week in the chat.
Yeah, because I couldn't remember. I couldn't remember what happened last week. Like I really can't remember everything.
Mm-hmm.
But today's episode was really, I really enjoyed it. I thought it was really good. And I think what surprised me the most, if I'm going too far in the thing, just let me know.
No, you're fine.
Excuse me. I enjoyed Mona.
Okay.
And I remember listening to one of your reviews, I think maybe even last week, and you were like, they got to do something with Mona. Like, they got to do something with her because she ain't really, you know what I'm saying? And I'm like, Erica, I feel you, sis. I'm with you. What are they going to do with this character? And I think, and for me, you know, I have a lot of experience in church.
Mm-hmm.
I have met many Monas. And I think the thing about her character that intrigued me today is that when she was speaking to Randy, let me just get this out too. I didn't realize that man was that fine until Friday.
Allie,
I never looked at him like that. I was like, what? And I told my mama, I said, this man always been this fine?
Yes,
like,
Allie.
Yeah. Girl, where have my eyes been? I don't know.
Sometimes your eyes deceive you.
Girl, it did. It made me think about, you know how you got that good homeboy and you don't really look at him like that. Then one day you like, dang, that's what happened to me Friday. So, but today when I was watching Mona, I love that they're using this church thing because Mona makes me think of one of those women who you may have a soft spot for Randy, but your motivation is not God and God alone.
Mm-hmm.
Your motivation is because you actually want to be with this man. Because to me, she was oozing sexuality in that booth.
You reminded me of that waiting to exhale. You know how she's like, "Is he looking? He's looking."
Yes, that's what it was. Yeah. I said, baby, look at the way her finger is tracing the top
Yeah.
of
Mm-hmm.
this coffee mug. She was like so enamored with this man. And I'm like, okay, Mona, you're thinking with your lower regions. And I don't blame you, sis, because he is fine. But you get tripped up because, yeah, you want him to be a better person, but you want him to be a better person for you, not for his soul and not for
Mm.
him. But it's disguised as that because you a quote unquote church person.
Come on now.
Come on.
And so it was really made evident to me when she went to go see Joey. But I'm like, but I love it though, because I'm like, y'all really have to do something with Mona, and y'all now are doing something with
Mm-hmm.
Mona. And I wonder if they're gonna flip her a little bit because Randy made it very clear that baby, you are friend zoned. When he told her, I think you're a nice lady. I said, oh, she a friend forever now. Nothing more romantically would ever is ever gonna come from this.
You don't think?
But I was glad to see, okay, Mona, your cards are showing. You may have beat Joey, but now I see your cards.
And
So I
Yes.
love
honestly,
what they were doing with that storyline.
I I rock with it. I liked her whole look today and everything. I'm like, girl, you went to his criminal boss
Girl,
on his soul's behalf, and you have yet to tell that man take me on a date or something. Like, Mona, please, like, you are skipping so
It's like
many
when she smacked
steps,
him in the back
girl.
of his head.
She is skipping so many steps.
But
so
we knew
many.
she liked him because she smacked him in the back of the head when he was with Lynette. Girl, if
Yes,
that wasn't a smack that said, "You see me?"
a
Like, you know
hundred
what I'm saying?
percent.
She
And Allie, that's why
wanted
I'm
him.
kind of like, I don't know if he fully friends on her because I think that he also likes it. He liked being slapped in the back of the head after he got caught, and that's why he mentioned it today. Like,
But see, Mona gonna have to be careful because men like Randy, they'll play the role only to slide up in you. They don't want to be with you.
uh,
And so
Mhm.
many times church women, and it's sad to say, but it's the truth. A lot of church women come off as desperate.
Well,
And Mona kind of she gives a hint of that.
she does.
Like I know she's very confident and this is who I am, but the reality is you're lonely, you're alone,
Mm-hmm.
and you want some. And you got your eyes set on Randy, and he can smell that from a mile away.
Yeah.
yeah,
I mean, they finally cleared up his damn backstory today in this episode.
Yes.
I said,
yes.
"Oh, y'all threw us a bone because we've been pondering for the last 100 episodes."
So, what y'all like episode season 2?
And
Yes.
that's
We've
the
been
truth. That's
waiting
the
to
I
truth.
die.
knew that he said. I knew that he said he was going to run with his wife and his child, and I'm like, now you over here making googly eyes at Mona's ass. Okay, but now he divorced. He done gone through a whole
Okay,
divorce. Where the kid
so
at?
I wasn't the only one. So I was not the only one that was thinking that too. Because I was like, did he say he had a wife and a kid in the first
He
when we?
did.
He did. I said it in multiple
Hmm.
videos, and I was like, I just couldn't bring myself to go back and look and like watch all those episodes to get the confirmation. So I'm glad that
I
they said
thought
it
it
in
was
this
true.
episode, child.
I thought I dreamed it or something. I was like, did he say that?
No,
Like,
he said that 100%. Um, so now we know that he is actually free and clear. He is single.
He's
By way of
single.
Vanessa, the only thing that she offers up into this whole unpacking and figuring out the backstory of the Hayley of it all. I am, I think, going to get increasingly frustrated with Naomi and Chelsea because I feel like they are the ones that should have the energy that Danny and Kat have. What do y'all think about that?
because it's their dad, they should definitely have that energy. You know what I mean? Like, don't get me wrong. Like, yes, that's Kat's uncle and everything, but you should have more smoke than anything because that's your dad. Like, you should be the one. Okay, let me investigate this more. Especially Naomi. I thought Naomi would have been on it, especially since the fact that, you know what I mean. She's always like, putting two and two together because she don't believe nothing Hayley say. She be like, "Girl, you ain't fooling nobody." So I was like, maybe she does believe her because then she looks at the face. So I don't know. I can't never read her face sometimes, but I'd be like, I think she thinks she full of crap, especially after she lied to her so many times. But I would think that she would have more smoke for that in the sense of like trying to investigate it. Like Cat's over here putting all things together. She's like, girl, on true crimes, this is what they do, and all this other stuff. You know what I
Mm-hmm.
mean? Like she's really trying to put it together. And I thought it would be Naomi, only because that's usually what Naomi was doing with what's his name? The white boy, Smitty. I was like the white boy. Smitty,
Yeah.
sorry.
Yeah.
She was doing that with Smitty. So I thought she would do that, more and more. But it was like she kind of just was like not really focused on it. And she does have a lot going on too. Like they just trying to get their daddy back in that hospital bed. Like, let me see what's wrong with your daddy.
Allie?
I think that's what it is.
And I'm sorry, Erica, I missed the question. I got caught up in the comment where the person was telling me that Mona is a desperate. Stop it. I was reading that at the same time you were
Oh,
asking your
no
question.
worries. I saw that too. It's not that we're creating a big case that she's desperate. She has a desperate spirit on her for sure, and I think part of that is also the deception that comes with people who are overly projective in their judgment.
Mm.
I think that's also part
Yeah,
of it.
ooh, yes.
You want to address that comment before I restate the question, Ellie?
No, baby, you did that perfectly. I mean, and for me also, a part of I think that I think the writers are being true to a lot of women. This not to every woman that's in church, but a lot of them, and I
Mm-hmm.
know a lot of them. The fact that she went down to, as Joey called it, the iniquity spot
The den of iniquity.
to play cards for well he called his um casino, the den of iniquity. The
Mm-hmm.
fact that Mona went there told me all I needed to know.
Yeah.
That is a desperate spirit. You went to play cards for his soul. You can't save his soul. And also, not only that, like you said, Erica, with the judgments, but the power that people believe that they possess. You don't
Yeah.
possess no power to save that man's soul.
Mm-hmm.
Who were
Yeah,
you?
Yeah.
exactly.
You know what I'm saying? So that's how I feel like about that part. So I'm not trying to say she just overly desperate, but
Nah.
her slip is showing, her
It
cards are showing,
it is.
and this
It
episode
is.
displayed
She's on
that
the
perfectly
path.
to me. Yeah,
She's definitely on the
She
path.
went
And
to the river
yes,
Styx
El
and his.
Lancre. I'm sorry if I mispronounced it. I'm sorry. Thank you for checking in all the way from Paris. Yes, we are live. You they posted a comment. I don't think that they
yeah,
realized it was live. I'm glad you found my
It's so cool.
channel and I'm glad that you are here. Yes, we are responding to the chat. We read the chat live for this conversation. My question was, Ellie, or my statement was, and I kind of wanted to get your thoughts on it, is that I was frustrated, or I feel myself getting more and more frustrated with Naomi and Chelsea because I feel like Danny and Kat have the energy that they should have as it pertains to this whole Bill and Hayley conversation and like unpacking this.
yeah. And I think for me, I'm more disappointed in Naomi
Mm.
because we didn't call for Beyond the Gates to make her a lawyer. That's what
Mm-hmm.
they gave us. So
Yeah.
you're going to give us the fact that this woman is a lawyer and she has such a heart for the disenfranchised and helping those who really can't help themselves. And then you put her in this situation with Bill and Haley. Like even the statement she made today about, well, let's calm down before we create these conspiracies. I wanted to pop her in her throat
I'm like, girl,
Facts.
calm
because I'm
down.
like, girl, everything is there. What you mean? Let's not come up with conspiracies. Now understand they may not know everything that's going on, but it's like, baby girl, I need you to remove the scales from your eyes and
Mm-hmm.
see this for what it really is. Your dad was perfectly fine health wise before he got with Haley. Your dad has been in and out of the hospital. They can't find out
Mhm.
what's going on. Even Bill has said about, Haley giving him this herbal tea. Girl, I would have been like, Dad, do you notice that every time you drink that tea, do you feel off? Do you feel the
Mm-hmm.
next time she gives you that, don't drink it, save it. We're gonna get that tested. Like I need her lawyer brain to kick in.
Yeah.
Come on.
Same.
I agree.
Same. Same. Same.
I can understand why she's not on that. And the reason why is because Chelsea's not that's not Chelsea's lane. She only gets in the
Right.
lane she
Yeah.
feels like she's being slighted. Like
Yeah.
I'm sorry. No. When she said, Well, I feel like everybody, my sister got the BRCA gene, my mama got the BRCA gene, but I ain't got nothing. Girl, shut up. I can't. I can't. I can't. You should be thankful. Why are we
I
acting?
thought I was going to go
I
Super
just, I don't
Saiyan
know.
recording that damn breakdown.
Oh my God. It's just, I can see why she doesn't, but
Mm-hmm.
Naomi, I don't get it. I wish
Yeah.
they would put all their
And she's had
information
the inkling
together.
before. She's had her intuition has been telling her something's not right with Hayley. And I'm like, girl, it's okay, little squirrel. You done gathered up all these nuts. It gets to a point when you have a certain number of nuts that you have to start figuring out how you gonna do something with them and not just keep hoarding the damn nuts. What are we doing with them? So yeah, to y'all's point about Naomi, like, girl, you need to do something.
Maybe she is gonna do something, and maybe that's her way of like, separating the two, and then maybe going to Jacob and seeing like if she can like, figure out something, or maybe like, you know what I mean?
Oh
I
no,
don't know. I
no
don't know what
toy, no
Naomi.
toy, because that's already an issue within.
I know. I'm
The
trying.
problem
I'm trying.
with Jacob
I'm
and
so
Naomi's
strong.
relationship is that Naomi has yet to fully surrender in it. So
True.
while Jacob could be of help, I don't necessarily know if she will go to him when she actually needs the help. What's your thoughts on
Okay,
that,
so do you think
Allie?
she would go to Smitty? Maybe Smitty,
Smitty
because
can't do
Smitty's already
nothing.
one that's looking.
Allie, what are
Yeah,
your
that's true.
thoughts on
That's
it though?
true.
Because I know you've had some very interesting thoughts around Jacob and Naomi. I feel like you are in the same boat as me. Like, more people used to advocate for them to get a divorce, but I feel like we see their relationship similarly, if I recall correctly.
Um, I don't remember because in the beginning I wasn't here for them.
Oh, you weren't?
In in the beginning, I was not here for them.
Oh,
No, girl, I wasn't here.
what was I thinking about then?
It's gotten better. It's gotten better. It's
Who was
gotten
I
better.
talking
I
to then?
do.
I don't remember. Go
Yeah,
ahead, Allie.
it wasn't me.
Like
Mm-mm.
in the beginning, what was it that you didn't like about them, if I might ask?
I'm trying. Okay, well, number one, honestly, I personally think in the beginning of the series, I think Naomi and Jacob were done a dis just in service or in injustice, excuse me, because I
Mhm.
believe that him and Kobe have better chemistry as scene partners.
Oh, 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 oh.
So one, I'm like, okay, I see him in well, I mean to say her real name. I see him and Kat together. They have really great chemistry, not on a romantic level or anything, but they just vibe well. And then when I would see him with Naomi as his wife, it fell flat for me. Like it was hard for me to believe this is
In
his
comparison
wife.
to what you
I
have already
think the
seen.
yeah, in
Got it.
comparison to that, and I think the man he plays well with how he verbalizes his love to Naomi. And to me,
Mhm.
even now, I don't know. I know Naomi is in love with her husband. I know that she loves Jacob, but something about Naomi makes me feel she hasn't allowed Jacob in all the way. Like
Yeah,
I
that's
think
what I was
he's
saying.
in
She
all the
hasn't
way with her.
surrendered to him.
Yeah.
Okay.
And to me, I think
Yeah.
that's her eldest daughter wound at play. So it gets a bit tricky. Like, when you have already navigated life in a way where the buck literally stops with you, I imagine it's a little bit difficult to like truly
Hmm.
switch into a different space. Like, I actually worry about that for myself. Like, in the next thing, because even in my past relationships I've still led even though I didn't want to damn lead. And while Naomi does have a partner who she is safe to be led with, I think that there's so many circumstances, whether it's her familial circumstances or her friendships, that have shown her that she's not ever completely safe, so she still holds on to a lot, and that carries back into their relationship. I think that that is 100% it. Like, the moment we see her actually surrender, then I feel like we would see more of the energy that we see with Kat and him, because the way that Kat definitely still has the only daughter, but like eldest daughter energy to her. But when it comes to Jacob, she had more like space and grace and like was looking for him to add to, versus Naomi moves as if she can do anything on her own. And I think that's what we're waiting to see in reference to with their chemistry of like her creating space for him to be of use to her.
So I think, in my opinion, because
Does that make sense, Allie, real quick?
I do like.
Huh?
Did that make sense? Or did I just say a bunch of
Yeah.
words?
Oh, yeah. Made perfect sense.
Okay, go ahead.
Yeah. That made perfect sense.
What I was saying was, I think that they're okay. I do like Jacob and Naomi. In the beginning, I did too. Uh, Lately, I haven't liked her only because of the fact of what's going on with this BRCA and how she's trying to do all this stuff. And then the way Jacob's face looked, like he just lost his whole hope when they was at that doctor's office. And then she snapped at him. I was like, girl, you doing too much, right? But I also think because she doesn't know how to let go of her control. You know what I mean? Because in her mind, she's like, she's got to do this, she's got to do this, she's got to do this, she's got to do this. She feels like she's doing it on her own, but she's not doing it on her own. She has Jacob. You know what I mean? And I think sometimes she forgets that because she is the eldest daughter, and she's the one that's always trying to keep doing this for the family. You know what I mean? She's the one that everybody goes to when the situation's going wrong. All these type of situations. You see what I'm saying? So like, I think because of that, the whole Jacob situation, I think that's the reason why it is the way it is. She is very, very controlling in that aspect, though, and sometimes she just needs to really, relinquish it. And sometimes it's very hard, especially since you've had to deal with being the person who's there for your family 24/7. You know what I mean? Like, even in the fact of when the family was in trouble, who they go to? They went to Naomi. You know what I mean? So it's like that control aspect. She just has to figure out how to, relinquish it and let Jacob take the take the wheel. Let him help her and all that stuff. She doesn't want nobody to help her. That's why she didn't tell about the BRCA. You didn't tell him because you didn't want to.
Sudsy Melora says, while technically she's an eldest daughter, Kat doesn't have eldest daughter energy. She's a little sister. She wasn't raised as an eldest daughter, even though Eva unfortunately exists. She actually was, because Martin don't like her. So while she is not the oldest sibling, I don't think that Kat has true little sister energy, because Martin never doesn't little sister her. He little sisters her in name and title only. He does not dote after her. He doesn't protect her. He doesn't cover her. He doesn't fill any gaps in her life for her. He doesn't see certain things coming up ahead and he run up and try to get in the way or whatever. He doesn't coddle her in any type of real way. And I'm saying that in like general, but then also like looking and seeing like how he has made certain decisions and how he talks to her. I would never talk to either my middle sister or my baby sister in a way. And me and my middle sister have had big smoke. Like, so while Kat is technically not the eldest sibling, I do think that she carries a lot of eldest daughter energy, if for nothing else, because she is constantly having to advocate for her damn self. Her parents ain't gonna do it. Her brother ain't gonna do it. She's damn near a lone wolf within this damn family. So yes, she actually does. But going back to what we were talking about with Jacob and Naomi, yeah, that's the point that I was making, Toy. So I agree with you. But Allie, when I think about Naomi and Jacob, I'm starting to think a lot about Karen and Aaron, especially when I see comments like Jacob needs to leave her. She needs to independent herself into singledom. And I'm just like y'all as the audience don't realize, like, y'all posted this in the chat and I'm just like, well, they would say the same damn thing about me, because it's not easy. Like, it's not as easily said and done when you are a person who has had to show up for yourself, who's had to do certain things. So like, that's why I think I still hold a good amount of grace for Naomi and how she navigates her relationship. And I hold so much respect for Jacob and not giving up on her, because the general consensus is like, yeah, just leave her. Since she want to be so independent, let her be independently alone. And it's like, well, everybody else gets to have their little flaws and their little issues and they get to get loved through it. But when a strong black woman is too damn strong, she can't be loved into submission. She can only be abandoned. Interesting.
Yeah, because I've never I was never an advocate for Jacob leaving her. Like
Mm,
that was never even a thought for me as far as that is concerned. And it is difficult, and that's why I always look at, like when I'm watching it, I look at it from just a plain audience member, and then I try to put myself in certain situations. And even, with Naomi, I'm an eldest daughter as well, and I do understand the difficulty in trusting someone that you could be completely vulnerable with. That in itself is scary, regardless, especially with someone who has their own mind, their own precepts and concepts, and the way that they feel things should go. And I have to trust this person that he's going to lead our family, whether we have children or not. But he's going to be that person, and I do believe that Jacob has shown that. But I also believe it's a great demonstration that even though someone may be showing you they are everything that you want, the difficulty and the tug of war that you have within, or the fear that you have, is still there.
yeah.
It doesn't make Naomi a bad person. Now, hopefully, the writers of Beyond the Gates will yield or lean into that and
Yeah.
really show Naomi in that space. And also, I don't think people should discredit the detriment that Bill has made on her emotional
Yes.
life as well.
Oh,
Like that
Ellie,
is crippling.
yes. Speak
That's really
on
crippling.
it.
So just to say, well, you know what, Jacob just should leave because she's so independent, or Jacob should leave because she's this. I think in those aspects, when people are, I'm gonna call that an extremist
Yeah.
um opinion or statement. Like, you really have to break that thing down as to why this woman is like that. I think about Naomi, and she's the oldest, and I know that Danny was doing her thing as a model. Not only do you have this high powered father as a lawyer, but you have this mom that everyone knows. So you shared your mom your whole life.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Nothing has really been yours, and you're the oldest. So
Mm-hmm.
nothing has really been yours, and now you got this baby sister, that has come, and you have Kat, who is, coined as the miracle child. So I think about Naomi in that way, like, yeah, she's the first granddaughter, but everybody else has such a significance in this family that maybe she
Mm-hmm.
lost herself before she ever found it.
That's
Mm.
true.
So I do have great compassion for her character, because women like Naomi, is sad, but they're just so easily disregarded in
That's
the
very true.
audience or the fan
Yeah.
base.
Yep.
I don't think it should be that way.
Yeah.
And I definitely agree with you 100%.
I think
I
that's what's
think
keeping me grounded in like offering up her grace and like whacking her, but then also being like, but also y'all, not too much.
Yeah.
yeah, I think
Yeah.
that's why I love this show so much, because of the fact that they have so many nuances, and you're like, "Oh, okay, so there's this type of person, there's this type of person." And that's what just makes it so good, because of the fact that there's not many shows that show that type of woman where she's
Mm-hmm.
actually, like, what I mean, struggling with that type of situation. And it's really interesting to see on screen. And
Yeah.
that's I do love, I think that he also is her calm. He calms her.
Mm-hmm. So that's the part that
I
like
feel
I think that's such a great point, Toy. I think that that's the part that gives me hope with them because he's not like completely excluded. He, I think, is able to access her in ways that everybody else can. It might not be in the most unrestricted, right? Like she's not the most free, like she's not completely unguarded with him, but I think she is the least guarded with him. And that to me does
hmm
speak volumes. Ellie, I'm thinking about this and I want to have this conversation. I'm like, no, I need to get back on the horn and we need to bring Isis to keep it back because I feel like that's a conversation that needs to come up because I have really been thinking a lot lately about myself back out in the dating world and like getting into relationships. And that is a big concern for me personally. Like, I feel like I have just seen and learned so much. I don't know what it looks
Hmm.
like for me to truly trust a man, like, and just be able to like blindly, like, yeah. I don't know what that looks like. And it's so interesting.
Yeah.
Shout out to my damn friends because they're helping me with that. Like, me being the eldest daughter and leading with very like type A energy and always having to do things, my friends are now like they're doing things, planning things. It's like, Erica, you don't get a say. Like you just need to show up and enjoy this thing. I don't want you to have to think through this. I want you to have to worry about this. And I feel like I'm like kind of getting practice and then like releasing the trust of it all, because I know I love these people and they got my back and they like see it as a thing. But like trying to transfer that over to these men, I'm just like, I don't know. So part of it is like I want to see Naomi, her complexity, but also I'm like, I don't necessarily know if I fault Naomi. Now, actually, this is the question. Would I be able to identify Jacob if I got into a relationship with one?
I'm gonna go out on a limb and say I think you would be. I think you would be able to recognize that, because to me, the type of man that Jacob is, he is very different.
Mm.
He is very. I think Toy said that that Jacob is her calm, like he calms her.
Mm-hmm.
Jacob has calmed me
Okay.
watching him, because I'm like, you know what, he right. Maybe just think about it. Everything's gonna work out, and I'm like, you yes, Jacob, you're right. Because I know for me, like when it comes to men, I am very okay, for instance, I had a situation, long story short, he gave me a reason to trust him until he didn't.
Mm-hmm.
And me and him had a conversation 2 weeks ago, and I told him, I said, it's best that you never say something to me than tell me you're gonna do something and then you don't do it. Because in our dynamic, whether it's friendship, platonic, or romantic, I know I'm going to do things or say things that may disappoint you or upset you, but I'm never going to do anything that will cause you not to trust me.
Mm-hmm.
And I say, you've done something to cause me not to trust you. So, and I don't trust you. Now, I don't know what you're going to do to regain it. Because I
Yeah.
think, we're people, we're flawed. We're going to error and mess up. But to cause me not to trust you, that's huge.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Jacob is a different kind of man, Erica. I think you'll be able to spot him. And
I
I think
hope so,
also
friend. I'm nervous.
giving
I don't
ourselves
know.
grace, even if we be even if we get it wrong, allowing yourself grace in that decision,
Mm-hmm.
Mm.
that I may have saw something that was there and maybe he changed. You know what I'm saying? And give yourself grace in that, because I had to give myself grace, because I'm like, I don't even trust people like that. And even though he was only my friend, but he wanted to be more, and I knew, I'm like, I peeped it a long time ago, so I wasn't really upset with him,
Mm-hmm.
but I just let him know what I was thinking. You proved it.
Child.
I know exactly what you're talking about. Yeah, definitely. I'll be watching these shows and I'll be like, where is these Negroes at? Where they
Right.
be at? 'Cause I don't want, yeah.
To
No. But
no, that's real. But to ground, like to ground it back into the conversation of the show, I think that's ultimately where my grace for Naomi comes from. Being a person who, to your point of like the world, the whirlwind that Bill has done on her as it pertains to like seeing men in relationship, um, because of his poor decisions, and like for her to have the man that she has, but what does it look like for her internally to fully realize that? And because I can admit that I don't necessarily know that I would immediately realize it, I'm like, well, girl, I kind of get it, but I need you. I want you to release. I want you to trust this man because you can't trust this man. But I get the live experience of like not being able to trust people to be who the hell they say they were going to be or who they say that they are. I get that so hard, and it's like a practice that I don't know. Anyway, that was mostly in response to some people in the chat saying that Jacob needs to leave Naomi, because I think that particular rhetoric is very harmful, and it
Yeah.
is punitive specifically to black women who have had to cultivate a certain level of independence and survivorship. So it's almost like you're being penalized for acquiring all the tools that you needed to survive, and now you don't deserve love because you can't figure out how to quickly drop those tools that you were beholden to for however long. That's
Yeah.
that's interesting to me.
Yeah. And I think another thing too, I'm reading some of the comments, and I don't believe I can just speak for me. I'm definitely not justifying some of the hypocrisies that Naomi has had,
Mm-hmm.
but I still don't believe that's reason enough for Jacob to leave her. Because I did have an issue when she found out about her test results and she didn't immediately tell him.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm gonna say in their time, months went by, or maybe 2 months went by
Yeah.
until she revealed the truth. And, it's like, well, you weren't honest about what was going on with you health wise, yet you really pushing for your dad to do. And it's like, but
Yep.
but I get it. I think a lot of times too, when we're watching things, we get pissed off because it's like, well, you did this and why you ain't do this? And I'm like,
Yep.
it lets me see how some people are in relationships because ain't none of us perfect.
Mm-hmm.
That's fact.
You know what I'm
That's
saying?
fact.
Ain't none of us perfect. I don't agree with some of the things that Naomi has done. At the same time, when I watch these shows, I also look at, okay, but I do understand where she's coming from. My grandma done went through this. My mama was going through this. All this hell was breaking loose in my family. And I think, Toy, to your point earlier, when the show first opened, when things were going wrong, Naomi was that person.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Everybody going to her. So now what I look like going to my family, and I can't be that strong one for them. I can't fix this.
Yeah.
So it's totally taking me out of my, not to justify, but I just try to imagine
Yeah.
what the character is thinking.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. I think also with what you were saying, like her not sharing it like automatically, Jacob just found out. He hasn't had time to sit with that information, really. You know what I mean? So then they're going
Hmm.
to the doctor's office and they're explaining all this stuff and what's gonna happen and everything. And he's just like, whoa, whoa, wait a minute. She really has to do that? Like, you know what I mean? Like, that would freak anybody out, especially since the fact that I haven't had time to sit with this. I just found this out, with all the stuff that's been going on. He lost his best friend. All these things are happening, and then now my wife got what? Wait a minute, my wife could get cancer. Yeah, no, that's a lot to sit with.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And I think she didn't really give him the time to say, okay, you know what? Let me let me work in. Like, let
Yeah.
me hold on. Let me. But he was still supportive,
Yeah.
even though
And
that
I think
happened.
she's
He was
trying. I think she's seeing certain things in herself and she's trying. Like I give her a lot of credit for her stopping him from redirecting after really revealing it to him. And she's like, no, how do you feel? Like she made a point of like, where are you at with this? He does definitely need more time. And I want to be clear, like having grace for Naomi's position as the eldest daughter, as the independent one, as the one who's like had to do all of these things does not negate to like Allie's point of like still being able to spot the hypocrisy. Um one of you guys said that hypocrisy is her biggest flaw. And I would say, you know what, that might actually be really, really spot on. I'm not going to actually disagree with you. I just think that her hypocrisy doesn't make her unworthy of being loved.
Yeah, I do agree. I do agree that we can have flaws and still be loved
We're
regardless.
loving all a
And
lot of characters with worse flaws. And if
that,
anything, she has hypocrisy in the space of like truly intending to do better and to like make the best choice in the moment, and it puts her in a position to be hypocritical. And the one thing that I probably will always do with Naomi is respect her, because she has a certain level of self-awareness to say it. Like I don't remember who she was talking to, but she was like, I'm also a liar. You're saying I'm all these great things, but I'm also a liar. I lied to my husband. And to me that matters too. Like we need to have that as a part of the conversation when we're talking about her, because it's not like, oh, she's just, to me, I think that like Mona's hypocrisy feels worse to me, and I'm saying feelings because feelings are not facts. Mona's hypocrisy feels worse because it is more rooted in like judgment and like pedestalizing herself or separating herself, versus Naomi's hypocrisy is moving from like a moment to moment thing, and she's trying to make the best decision, but she's given a bunch of effed up circumstances to begin with. And once she realizes like, oh yeah, I actually did mess up, she's not running from that.
she does take
Baby, I agree
accountability.
with that.
Would you say,
Yeah,
Allie?
she definitely does take accountability.
I didn't hear you, Allie.
Oh no, I said I agree with that, and we know that's a trait she didn't get from her mama.
Sure do.
It's the Danny shots. It's the
I'm
Danny
going to ride Danny
shots.
until she tell the
Yeah,
truth.
You,
I'm going to
yeah,
ride Danny till she be honest.
she ain't, I
I
mean,
agree.
she did as wrong. You know, she definitely is.
She definitely is. But I can
There's,
see some qualities that Naomi has in myself. Not in the
mm-hmm,
hypocrisy way, but in the sense of like, people come to you as the family. Like I'm the middle child in the sense of like the cousins. I'm the middle child. So they always come to me, even though I'm not the oldest. They come to me and they like, hey, I got this problem. I got that problem. You know what I mean? So
mm-hmm,
I can see what she's going through and how hard it would be. Like who can I go to? Like who do I have to tell and stuff like that? And then they've got their own things and I don't want to add on to that. So I can understand where her thought process is. I I just think it just sucks because she does have that person. It's Jacob. And I think she realizing this now, she's like, wow, he's taking this really well and he's
and
been
but
so
it takes
supportive.
that. It takes them actually going through the thing that's going to inform how she sees him moving forward. But while we're doing it, people are like, this is another reason why he need to drop her. This is another reason she don't see this and she don't see that. It's like, well, she's going through situations right now that is repositioning him in her life, which is why I'm so proud of him and like standing on the man that he wants to be in this relationship, regardless of how he is feeling. Not to say that his feelings don't matter, but he is very committed to being a foundational force for her, and that requires that sometimes for him to divorce the need to like express and like platform himself and his feelings over creating a safe space for her to actually operate. Like I think that that's very, very important to note. um they're saying that we need to talk about Deanna.
And
You still seeing ghosts?
I don't know what y'all's thoughts on Deanna. I said a lot in my breakdowns for Deanna, so y'all gonna get a bunch of my feedback on Deanna very soon. What are y'all's thoughts on her?
I like that she kicking her mama's back in, very much so. Um, also like the fact that she switched up because
Mm-hmm.
sweet and honey gets results than just being an a-hole. Sometimes you got to do that sweet stuff. Like, yeah, no, I understand.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, because that girl, she's lethal. She's lethal. She knows exactly what she's doing. But I also think with Deanna, because of the fact of how her parents are in love, she's gonna have a hard time. She's gonna have a hard time, especially with this. I don't know about this white boy. I mean, what's his name?
Child.
Noah. I
Noah.
don't know about Noah. Girl, I gotta stop calling him that. I'm sorry. It's Noah. I don't know about him. You know what I mean? It's something about him seems sketchy. Yeah, something about him seems a little sketchy. And I think that because of the fact that how her parents are, and she's never really saw something that was actually concrete in love. So because of that, I think she's gonna have more issues when it comes to love. Yeah.
I haven't really thought about Deanna much, but I think the writers of Beyond the Gates have kind of, I don't know if pissed me off. That may be too strong of a word, but
Mm.
I am extremely curious as to why they introduced this guy into her life at this point.
Yeah.
Mm.
And so it makes me think that they're going to have her pivot in some way because she's fixated on Joey and the things with her dad and things like that. So it makes me wonder if Noah is going to be a distraction that's going to get her off course from what she originally
Mm-hmm.
had planned in the first place. So that's the way I'm looking at it with her. And I'm like, this Noah dude, really?
Child.
Like it was an instant attraction, instant I'm gonna pay for your lunch, instant all of this, and I'm like, it's moving hella fast.
It is.
It's
You know
moving
what it
hella
reminds me
fast.
of? Cat and Tomas.
That's exactly what it
It
reminds me of.
does.
Yes. Yes. Ugh.
I never made
We
that
all know like
Cause I
correlation,
still don't
but I
understand.
see it now that y'all
I
say
still
it.
got a question mark.
Literally. And that is
Cause
exactly
why is
probably
she
why I
there?
felt allergic to it from the very beginning. Why I have been against it from the very beginning. Ugh. Allie, I think that that's it. Like, You said why would she be sent this man at this point in time? You know that the man come when you locked in, when you in flow state,
Mm-hmm.
when things is moving and you didn't figured out how to navigate your grief, you didn't figured out how to excel in your internship, school is popping, that grade point average is grade point averaging. Here come a man.
Here comes man.
Here come
Here
the
come a
man.
man
Here
to
you go.
test your resolve.
Right
Child.
on time.
A mess.
I
Then
hate that
your grade
she
going
is having
down.
this moment. And I get it, like, unfortunately it's the nature of like film and television, right? So like everybody that comes on screen, they have to pay it to some degree. If they have to pay to be seen, they have to pay them if they have one line, they have to pay them if they have a little bit more lines. So I get that, but I don't love in a lot of shows, not even just with this soap, that we see so many women just falling for these men as soon as they see them. Like it's the first man that paid them any attention. Oh yeah. I'm like, y'all couldn't have given her options before she fell and decided to do something. Like the roll hard, hung up wet musician son is who y'all gonna have her like, yes, he's everything. And then y'all want to go on a propaganda campaign. Leslie talking about some, he's so fine. Today? Are you sure?
Girl,
Where?
when?
When?
Where? I'm sorry. I'm gonna stop.
No, but it's just,
Mm-hmm.
his whole introduction and then Deanna's immediate attachment to him just gave me yuck immediately.
Yes.
Yeah, it did.
Because it literally let me know you sat down and ordered food and you knew you didn't have the money to pay for it.
Child.
I'm
That's a
like,
red
what
flag
is
right
this?
there. I'm gonna need her to pay attention to them red flags, girl, because you was paying attention with your mama and Joey, but I need you to pay attention to this man right here. Okay,
Hmm.
that was a big red flag, girl. I gotta give you money. Why you making no money? What's wrong with you? Like,
And have the nerve to
weird.
talk about, oh, I've never met a man like him before. Of course. Because they're outside of the gates that your ass grew up in. That should have been the thing right there.
Thank you.
But that's all I got for Deanna. Y'all wanted us to talk about Deanna. There it is. I'm here for her whole little plot. I'm here for her having Joey shaking in his boots. I think that she adds a ton, unlike Donnell. Donnell would come and you would think that she was going to get something and then he immediately get to being nice to Joey. And I'm just like, all right, take his ass back to school, please. Deanna is giving exactly the energy that we need. She is quietly cooking in the background. And I think that we have yet to see the greatness that is going to be Deanna McBride.
Oh
Yes.
yeah.
Trying to think.
What do y'all think about
Mm.
Leslie? Head? Don't do it, Eric.
Allie, you want to go first with that?
You said what we think about Leslie
And Ted.
And Ted. Mm-hmm.
Mm.
Teddy
and
bear.
Ted. Okay, if I remember
Mm.
the conversation, I was like, number one, the fact that this woman actually thought she had a chance. And when she told him when it don't work out with Shanice, because it won't, don't come crawling back to me. I said, baby, he's not.
He won't.
He's not
Whoa.
crawling, running, walking, nothing. You're not an option.
He don't even want Shanice, really.
I mean, let's go there. We
You
already know what's
know?
gonna happen with that.
Wake that up, y'all.
And
Wake that up.
To your point, Erica, to your point, because we talked about this with sisters too, about when women doing and you bring these men in. I am so disappointed as to how they have completely altered who Shanice is.
Mm.
Yes.
She's always been nosy and trying to be in everybody's business. Okay, I give her that. But this thing now everything is about Ted, Ted, Ted. I said, baby, what is happening? What happened to this strong woman? What happened? And I'm gonna be so hurt for her when the hurt comes
Mm-hmm.
because it's inevitable. It's gonna happen.
Oh,
The
I
the
think.
only problem, hold on, Tway. The only problem
Mhm.
though, Allie, is that hoes do be doing this. I have thought extensively about the birdification of Shanice. And it is a process that some women willingly walk themselves into the moment that they get a man, especially when they're coming out of the season of not having one for a while. So while I'm
Mm-hmm.
like, Shanice, what the hell? And specifically, what are y'all doing to her? I have like decided that, oh, y'all are telling the story of the girl who was so girl power, I'm independent, I know my worth, blah, 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 until she gets a damn man and then you actually see who she is. Because all of that was a joke and a show.
Mhm.
Yeah.
So you were last week, Erica. We were talking about the person we will not name because you'll get mad at me. It was on All American, but anyway. So
Who?
we were talking about
Wait,
her,
what?
and no, because see, you, I'm not putting that. I'm just
Oh,
saying this
oh,
is an
oh, oh,
example.
okay, yes, okay. I
Yeah,
try to stay away
see,
from her
you're not gonna
energy.
get mad at me. You not gonna get mad at me up in this Discord, okay? So what I say is this: Shanice, I think this was always Shanice, to be honest. And the reason why I say that is because think about how she was with Derek, though, too. She still kind of was the same way, but she was still kind of with her guard until she got with Ted. Then you saw even more of her layers come out, right? Like,
Mm,
don't get me wrong, she still has the I'm not the one and I'm not the two vibe. However, when it comes to the heart, she shows her true character. And because of the fact that she got hurt in her past, because she was talking about that with Ashley, at the nursing station.
mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm. That because that happened, and this happens all the time when women get hurt and then they get into another situation, their guard is already up automatically, right? And so her guard was already up with Ted, but it wasn't up enough for me though, to be honest, because she wasn't letting this man chase her. She was chasing him
Mm-hmm.
pretty much. And then she was giving these looks to Nick. She was like, Nicole was like the be all and end all in some of her conversations. And I'm like, Shanice, baby, come here, come here, come here. Like, what
Yeah.
is you doing? Because Nicole is not the end all, the be all. Baby, you are a person too, honey.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, Nicole is great, but you are Shanice. What is this? So I think with that whole situation, and then she also does it with Leslie too, because she be giving side eyes to Leslie. You ain't gonna take my man, girl. That my man situation. But there is a lot of women out there that are like this, 100%. You know what I mean? Because they have been hog-tied by so many men,
Mm.
and then when they get a man, they don't know what to do because there's been hurt so many times,
And I
and
think
then
that
they
that's,
they, they
but
don't.
that's the thing right there, though. And really quick, thank you so much, LLANCRE, because I cannot pronounce it. You got to tell me how to pronounce it phonetically, and I got you. Thank you so much for the super chat. You said this is the very first super chat you've done. Thank you. I'm glad I'm the first. I'm honored, and I'm so thrilled to hear Black women discuss soaps with such passion. Child, if I don't have nothing else over here, I got some passion for you. I'm the product of faculty parenting, so I've been a soap junkie since my diapers age. Oh, wow. Well, I'm glad that you have found me. I'm glad that you are here. Um, Toy, I think that's the part that we need to jump into the conversation around, because I realize in me talking about the Shanice and Ted of it all and like trying to analyze it, and I think I remember with the first breakdown when I had the thought of like some men really try to use your pattern recognition against you and call you bitter or call you jaded. And I think that you're kind of like tap dancing along the same lines of that with saying like, oh, when you've been hurt, you put your guards up. I think that there's two ways that you can handle it. It's like, okay, when you're hurt, you don't ever you're so focused on you don't ever want to be hurt again, so you start to do certain things, and that could include putting your guards up to never be hurt again. Or you dive into what specifically hurt you versus what you did enjoy, like all of the ins and outs of that experience, and you take more from it other than just I was hurt, and that way you're able to do it in a more like healed way. So I guess I'm trying to figure out, when it comes to Shanice, which woman is she? Is she actually the bitter jaded woman that I do know exists, or is she the one that gets co-opted into that group of women when anybody is discussing any woman who is moving with any type of informed decision making considering her past. Because I would look at myself, right? Like I have gone through I don't necessarily consider myself bitter, but I my eyes are wide open. Like that's why I said earlier, I don't know if I would be able to fully identify when it is healthy and there's no hidden innuendos, there's nothing around the corner, because that's the thing that I'm least experienced with. I'm more experienced with the hiding, the lying, the cheating, and I know how to like identify that, but it's not coming from a place of like, oh, I just can never be in relation with a man because all of these men hurt me. No, I'm just looking for certain things. And I don't think there's anything wrong
That's
for looking for certain things. And then once you identify them, okay, girl, this is what I need to tip on out. I think with Shanice, the rhetoric that they have around her leans more into the former. And I was hoping for her to be a woman of the latter. Allie, you got any thoughts on
mm-hmm.
that?
Yeah, when I was hearing y'all speak on it, I don't know how I would classify her based on the two options that was given.
Or do you have any other, like,
She
how do you see it? Because it don't even have to be my classification. It's just that's just how I'm trying to make sense of
I
her in
don't
my
even
brain.
I don't and that's the thing. Erica, I don't think I've made sense yet.
Oh,
Um like I don't think I've made sense yet because like when I think about in totality of Shanice, if I remember correctly, and help me because I could have forgotten some things, but I used to always feel, especially when they were in the, I guess, the beginning stages, it was almost as if she didn't feel worthy to
Mm-hmm.
be with Ted. And I'm thinking, baby girl, you know what this, you may not know everything, but you know that he cheated on Nicole at one of the most darkest moments of her life
Yep.
and produced a child, kept it hidden, all of these things. And like that episode where she was talking about how good she knows she got a good man, a man who would never hurt her. And then Nicole came up because your viewpoint of Ted is completely different than Nicole's because that man that you said is so good wasn't so good to her.
right.
Mm-hmm.
And so I'm like, I just feel that she did not, and I think it's something that Toy said as well, it's like you didn't allow Ted to earn you. You felt you were unworthy. It's like you were so shocked that his affections were geared towards you that you just kind of gave into it as if
Mm-hmm.
he's the best that you could get.
That's
So I don't
exactly,
know if
yeah.
I've made sense of of Shanice yet.
Mm.
I don't know. She gives me question mark. I'm at a question mark with her.
Yeah, it's put a pin in that pretty much. Like,
Yeah, yeah. I need some more time.
put a pin in that one. I don't know. I gotta I gotta really delve into that one because yeah, her insecurity is crazy to me. Cause it's like she doesn't think like she's worthy of Ted. Girl, bye. Ted? Out of all people? Girl. Mm-mm. But that's even like her aunt. Her aunt was sitting there and he was like, yeah, I'm gonna put her on a yacht and do all this stuff. And I was like, you doing too much. I'm like, no, he's not doing enough. I need him to do more. What are we talking about? Aunt, shut up. Let her get that yacht. What is wrong with you?
Exactly. Exactly. So how are you approaching the Ted and Leslie conversation, Allie, in your breakdowns?
I don't think I talked about it because I just started
Oh,
reviewing it back. I think whatever day it was. I'm trying to even remember the conversation. I think I just remember her begging,
child,
like
like
it was like a
Jodeci.
begging thing.
Ooh.
Yes, she was.
Yeah,
She was on
girl, she
down
was
on bended
giving.
knee. Mm-hmm.
Baby, you took the words right out my mouth. I was about to say, baby, she was giving Wanye Morris on bending knee, baby. But I'm just like, Leslie is another one. it, and I think I'm just so confused with her character because I think that the writers had a specific direction that she was going to be the villain, that they were going to take her character up a specific place, and then they changed their minds.
Hmm.
Sometimes I feel they don't know what they want to do with her character. Is she the villain? Is she trying to get redemption? What are y'all doing with her?
Mm-hmm.
What is her path? Erica, and I ain't gonna lie. I don't know if I think it was the last live you did. I said Erica by done with Shanice. Because when you said if Leslie got to take Shanice out, I said, oh Lord.
Oh,
Erica
that's a
said if Shanice got to take one for the team, so be it.
ooh,
I still feel that way.
yeah.
But if you going but if Leslie is gonna be the villain, let her be the villain. I don't know what her place is anymore.
But I did respect the conversation because I feel like she did articulate
Yeah.
everything that we already have known to be the case, but she never was bold enough to actually say it. So I appreciated the exchange in that regard. And then a little half a bit of accountability that we get with Ted of like, why would you want that man? He's a coward. Like, there was a lot of satisfaction for me with him being able to say that in that moment. But to your point, yeah, like if she's gonna be the villain, be the be the villain. And it's no shade to Shanice. It's not even that I hate Shanice. I just feel like her in her my man, and her man happens to be Ted era, she's really of no use to us anymore. You're no longer the grounded voice of reason and self-respect. Like, you're compromised, Bookie Butt. So you're expendable.
Yeah, pretty much.
That's the truth. It's the truth.
That is true.
They say we need Shanice's backstory. I guess,
We need something. Because she
I
ain't
just
it
don't
no
want
more.
women. I just
Y'all
want.
done gave Ashley all this confidence.
Hello.
Ashley don't even need her no more. Ashley got the
Child.
confidence out this world. New hair and everything.
Lord. Ashley, I wanted to jump through the damn TV. She talking to Ted about them damn snacks. I just want women to push back when necessary and to know the difference between you just bitter and you just can't get over this or you're just hurt versus, oh no, I learned from my past and I'm not letting you hoes play with me.
But that's what I need she needs to do. That's what I need she needs to do. I need her to learn from whatever she went through with this man. Because Ted is the same exact person that you just said what happened on Thanksgiving, that this man did this. Ted is the same exact way. Ted is arrogant. He's a narcissist. You know what I mean? So he's all about himself. And you like, my man ain't like that though. Girl, are you?
Your man still wants Leslie. He just knows that it's not socially acceptable to have her. That's why he won't.
Let's talk about that. Cause okay.
I am convinced that Ted would get with Leslie. I've always
felt that.
If he could.
I've always felt that.
If he felt like he could.
Mm-hmm.
I think he wants Nicole more than Leslie.
I'm not convinced of that. And I'm not convinced of that because he didn't do enough to, one, try to keep her, and two, enough to like get her back. Like, the moment that Bill drops this charade with Hayley, Andre better tie them damn shoes up, because it's going to be all gas and no brakes when it comes to Bill. When Bill decides to come for Danny, that's when we're going to actually see that a man really, really, really wants this woman. Ted don't know what that look like. Don't know what that feel like. So I think that he would like to have his marriage back to like save his damn reputation, but I'm not convinced that he just, oh, Nicole is it for me, and I just, no. Mm-mm.
So, no. Erica, to your point, you had a live, and you were, was it a live? No, you had a thing where you were talking about Ted, and you were telling me to read this book. I did read the book. Girl, I agree. That is definitely not Ted. Ted ain't doing none of that. He gave what?
Hello?
Like that.
That's how you go. That's how you circle the damn block. That's how you fix some that you went broke. Here, love that book. That was great. No, it wasn't Great Huffington. Who was it? Oh, damn
it. The movie, that book again. That book again, just it
oh yeah, by J.L. Seegers. The moment I read it, I was like, this is how you actually get your man. I would be the wife going right back, like folding here like a lawn chair.
Right. I would be Kalani's song folded. I'm
Hello.
folded. You right. You right.
If,
Yeah, I
if
agree.
y'all want to read it, it's again by the author J.L. Seegers, Seegars, and it's a story about second chance love for a married couple. They both made some
It
mistakes,
wasn't.
but he made a big one, and he
Yeah.
decides that he gonna get his wife back, and ain't nobody gonna stop him, including her.
That's
Right.
Bill. That's Bill.
Still, he was in her proximity, all of that stuff.
That's
And
Bill.
T-Pain did nothing. He gave like a flower or two, baby, baby, please. That was
Yep.
about it. I did, and this is what he says: I did everything I could to get that woman back. What did you do? What did you
Not a
do? Please
damn
tell me
thing.
that, because I ain't seen it.
Do a
Was it
damn
behind the
thing.
scenes? Was it behind the scenes? Because I ain't seen it, baby. You ain't did nothing. Not
Oh.
a one thing. And what pissed me off about Ted, I think this is what really made me hate Ted, is when Chelsea got kidnapped and he went to the Dupree's house and wanted his damn flowers
Mm-hmm.
for doing that to Leslie. I said, "Can I
And
smack
it didn't
him?
even
Can I?"
work. What he did
No,
didn't even
because it doesn't.
work. Like she didn't even stop with the damn
No,
shouts. So you over here wanting to get kudos and pats on your damn back when we sent you over there to accomplish something for a reason, and the damn reason is still the problem.
yes,
Ted, get your
yes.
ass out. That's why when it comes to I will listen and I will like, okay, let me reason with and let me try to understand people pushing back on various things that I say. But when it comes to Ted, y'all might as well not even come to me with the whole poor Ted, but Erica, you just so mean to Ted. Pick another one. Pick another character because that one, y'all asses get no inches, no centimeters, not an ounce.
Basuda. No, he is
All
definitely
right, y'all.
trash.
We gonna go ahead and get ready to get out of here because we've been on here all night. Allie, thank you so much for popping on here. We gotta chat. We haven't chatted in a
Yes,
while.
I enjoyed it. I know it's been a minute.
I love your insight, Allie. I'm actually gonna watch your channel when we get off of here because I watch a lot of YouTube. So I'm gonna watch your
Oh,
channel.
thank you. I just
I'm
started
really
back
interested
doing
in Moesha.
Beyond the Gates. I just started back doing it. Um and I had told the people, I said, I know my views are a lot different than a lot of people, but that's okay. I like the engagement. I like to hear why we think differently. But yeah, but I appreciate that.
Oh yeah, I was looking at your Moesha one and I was like, I agree.
I haven't watched
So,
any of them.
you
Allie,
know,
I was literally just about to start rewatching Moesha, and I'm like, because I was like, okay, girlfriends on Moesha, and I'm like, all right, if I do it, I gotta talk about it. And then I'm like, oh, Allie, possibly I can't watch it because I don't want to like be informed by that yet. So I'm like saving up your back in the
Yeah.
days for that. But y'all go and check out Allie's channel. What you working on next?
Only thing I'm gonna tell you about Moesha, and when you do Moesha, just be careful with the video clips, because I stuck to the things to the T, and they still gave me a copyright. What my video wasn't eligible, so
Oh wow.
I'm like, well, I'm just gonna put up a thumbnail and just talk from this point on, since y'all want to be that crucial.
Oh, I think it's because they've been seeing more people like upload whole episodes and whatnot, so they probably getting a little bit
That's
more
true too.
tight.
Yeah.
yeah, YouTube ain't playing with that stuff no more. Not at all. They've been real on a tight leash. I've been hearing all these YouTubers talk about it. So yeah.
Well, you want to share what you're working on next, Allie?
That's crazy.
Before we get out of
Huh?
here, you want to share what you're working on next?
Beyond the Gates. I got some videos dropping for divorced sisters, some little theories.
Allie, I still ain't
Um,
give them episode 16. They on my ass about it, Allie.
of divorced sisters.
Yes, I still ain't post episode 16 breakdown.
I'm gonna need you to get on that one. I'm gonna need you to get on that one.
Oh, okay.
But yeah, so I just been answering questions that people have sent me. They've been quite good. So I'm doing those type of videos for divorces until it comes back on.
Alrighty. Well,
I
again,
watched that show. I finally watched it.
Thank you so much for coming up here. We gotta chat and figure out when we gonna actually pull the trigger and our sister's keeper. It's tons to talk about now.
Yes,
So
it is.
y'all be on the lookout. I'm gonna get with Allie and we gonna figure it out. And our sister's keeper will be back. Toy, thank you again for calling in. Sharing your thoughts and your perspective is always so appreciated.
Oh, thank you, man. I thought you didn't like my thoughts for a minute there. I was like, she don't like my thoughts.
It's not,
Oh, like, okay, it's
it's
okay.
it's
Not for
not even
everybody.
about me not liking your thoughts. Like even if I push back, it makes for great conversation. And ultimately, I try to like, okay, if I think about it from this way, even if I don't agree, it's like, okay, then how do I? And this might sound bad, and you let me know if it's bad. But when people come to me and I don't necessarily agree with what they're saying, but I can say that they have a valid point. I'm like, okay, so then how do you strengthen your argument? So even if I
Yeah.
don't agree with what you're saying like what you're saying. It's not even necessarily about liking or not liking. If you come up and you say something and it's like, well, damn, you got a point. Now I'm like, all right, let me retool because how did I miss that hole? It's more like that for
Right. No,
me.
I definitely agree with you on that. Because
Yeah.
like when you say it your way, and I believe in this as well too. When you tell I don't get in arguments. I like to get into debates with people because
Mm,
I like to listen to what people also what their thoughts is because I might look at it a different way. Like,
yeah.
when we were having a conversation, I had to look at that a different way. She might be right. I don't know. Why did I think of that? Like, you know what I mean? So,
Yeah.
I just and I was just joking with the whole my thoughts thing,
Oh,
but
okay,
it's
good. So I'm
awesome
like, I
that
would
you
definitely
do
not even
that
let you
though.
up here if that was the case. If I ain't respect your,
She's like, Toy can come in.
I didn't already engage with like, no, I've gone to other places and have felt disrespected. So I don't ever want to do that to anybody here.
No, you don't disrespect me at all. I love when you push back. I like when people push back because it also makes me think and look at it from a different point of view.
Yeah.
Because we would be slighted if we just look at it from one way and one way only. But when we
Mm-hmm.
look at it from a different way, it's just totally different. You like, oh, I didn't think about it like that. Girl, let me write this down. I
Right.
thought about
Right.
this.
And I'll tell you, I'm like,
And
well,
it
wait, let me. I didn't think about that. And I was like, well, let me think on it, because some of the stuff that is said, even stuff that comes up in the chat, sometimes I'm like, I need to actually sit with that because I don't know. And I think that
yes.
that
Now
in
I have a
conversation makes
question.
for fruitful dialogue. Yes. What's your question?
I do have a question for you though, Miss Erica, and
Mm-hmm.
I've asked you this in All American, but I'm gonna ask you this also in Beyond the Gates. If you was the writer in Beyond the Gates, how would you change it?
Mm,
What would you want to see as a writer?
mm. More romantic options for Kat. Speeding up the Haley Kill Bill plot. Danny being put in the circumstances where she has to come clean. More romantic choices for Nicole.
Ooh, I like that. Okay, see that most definitely.
Yeah.
What about you, Allie?
Uh, Pretty much the same. I want Tomas gone. Um, I this is gonna sound real horrible, but y'all remember the movie Sugar Hill with Wesley Snipes?
Girl, that's my
Back
movie.
okay, when he when his brother told his daddy, "I wish you would just do us all a damn favor and die." I'm at that point with Bill. Either die
Yeah.
or let Haley be found out, because at this point it's been team too much, and we need to end it. Danny, I need for Danny to come clean. I need her to reap. I need people to start reaping the consequences of their decisions,
Mm.
Yes.
and whatever it is that may look like.
Oh,
Everybody
and I
on
need
down.
something
I need
happening to
Vernon.
Eva. I need Eva and
Huh?
Leslie separated. That's also, I can't believe I didn't say that first. I don't know what needs to happen, but something needs to happen to separate Eva and Leslie. Sorry, go
Ooh.
ahead, Allie.
But that was funny. Um,
You said Vernon.
yeah.
You were
What
talking
else?
about Vernon.
Vernon, because I know Vernon got some skeletons. I know it's some stuff. Like, don't get me wrong. I love the Dupree family, but I know it's all kind of evilness that lays in the cracks of that house. I
Mm-hmm.
need some stuff to start like I need it to be more soap opera ish.
Oh, I
They
see
ain't
what you.
they're not that clean cut. Like, come on.
Yeah.
Mm-mm. Nobody is.
Like some got to fall out. One of them skeletons got to fall out of that closet.
Yeah, I definitely agree with you. I personally, I would love, and I mean love, to see more cat fights. I need to see more cat fights. I need to see somebody get slapped, punched, something. Because they be too happy and friendly. I be like,
Yeah.
no. I like when Danny pulled out that knife and was like, I want to cut a bitch. I was like, can you do it?
Can you?
Like,
Yeah.
listen, I've been watching soap operas my whole entire life because that's what I was raised upon. I was one of them kids that, like, remember how your babysitter, you watch what your babysitter watched? It ain't like
Mm-hmm.
how it is now. Like, you get to watch whatever's on. No, 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 no. We watched what they watched. And they watched soap operas. And
Yeah.
that's what I was into because of it. And I remember watching all of them. And I'm like, watching this one, and I love it because I love the fact that we have an almost black cast, you know what I mean, and the difference of how it is. But I need somebody to get slapped.
Yeah.
Can it be Leslie? Like something. I just need
Something.
something. I don't care what it is. And then I also do agree with you with the Bill because I said that before. I need Bill to die or not die, whichever one. Can we just get rid of Hayley
I
because she's getting on my nerves. I can't. Somebody need to slap her too a couple of times.
Okay,
Okay.
again, we started with a
But
slap. We
that's
need to let
not
her
enough.
go ahead and end with a slap. Well, again, thank y'all so
Mm.
very much. I'm about to wrap up the live. I'm going to jump out of the Discord. I will be live
Alrighty.
again tomorrow to talk about All American. So if you guys want to pop in or are
Mm.
available, then feel free to do
I'm gonna pop in for that one too, Eric. I'm gonna pop in for that too.
Did you already watch today's
I'll be
episode?
here, Erica. I
I
did,
did.
I
unfortunately.
haven't seen it
Mm-hmm.
yet. Oh, Lord.
Yes. Unfortunately, yes.
All right, well, I'll
did.
see y'all tomorrow. Thank you so much for calling in again. Bye.
Good night.
Right, good night.
All right, y'all. I'm going to read some of the stuff in the chat before we get out of here. Thank y'all again for such a great live stream. All the way from Paris again. LLANCRE says, I feel that Shanice could and should evolve into the show's villain. I know y'all hate Hayley, but I loved it when she grabbed Leslie and told her, be careful who you threatening. Pure love. So yeah, even though it don't like Hayley, those are moments where yes, I'm absolutely here for it. I'm here for the nemesis build that is the whole Leslie and Hayley. I think that's to the point of like us wanting something else to happen with the Hayley storyline. Either the Kill Bill plot of it all is going to progress, or she can get into another battle. And if it's going to be one with Leslie, then great. That's two birds with one stone. Both of them kind of feel very stagnant right now when it comes to the conversation around villains in the show. So I'm here for it. And I actually did enjoy that moment as well. Welcome in, Shay in the City. How are you, boo? I do the All American Live at 6 p.m. Pacific Standard Time, which is 9 p.m. Eastern. I'm not sure what time that is in Paris. I'm sorry. But yeah, and it looks like I should start doing the Beyond the Gates lives at 6 p.m. as well. Because I was trying to do it today at 6 p.m. But before I've done them earlier, and it feels like less people showed up earlier. So we might be settling on 6 p.m. on Mondays for the Beyond the Gates lives. And then Our Sister's Keeper is usually 7:30, I think, on Wednesdays. However, we have been on hiatus for a while and haven't come back yet. Looking at some of the other comments in the chat, Katrisa says Leslie and Hayley have been slapped. They need to be slapped harder. We need more. You want Carlton as the villain? I'm here for Carlton staying around, but it feels like he's about to exit the show. I don't know why I feel like that, but it does. Sudsi Malira says, it drives me insane that Shanice is highly educated nurse and physical therapist, yet they write her as less than Ted. It's as though she never experienced anything and Ted is giving them to her. Yeah, it's very unfortunate. But to my point, I think that there are women who experience that when they get into romantic relationships. Like, they downplay themselves almost immediately, and it's like how they see or actualize submission, I guess. So it's unfortunate, but yeah, Joanne says, yes, I agree. I hate that they're changing Shanice's strong character from early on in the show to a low self-esteem person when it comes to Ted. It's sad to see, child. But I'm hoping that the Shanice saves some other girls from becoming birds. See Shanice and make a different decision. Choose better, child. Kyle wasn't happy to see his son. Company Confidential said he didn't seem happy to see him. He seemed like he knows that his son comes with some trouble or some type of annoyances. Joanne says at least the young man playing Noah can act. I can't say as much for Tomas. That's true. That's true. Catrice says Deanna seems to be disassociating from part of reality in order to deal with the loss of her father. I'm afraid her and Noah may start a trauma bond. I think I get what you're saying. I don't know if it will technically be able to be a trauma bond because not unfortunately, I'm trying to figure out the best words. I think we have co-opted the word trauma bond in regular conversation in the zeitgeist, but we've kind of drilled down what it actually means, and it's very specific circumstances that have to happen for you to trauma bond with somebody. And I don't necessarily know if we have those circumstances, but I do think that her trauma around her father's death and the grief, and her still being in a very deep season of grief, can inform how she navigates this relationship and her decisions in engaging with Noah for sure. You have too much grace for Naomi. Oh, I read that one already. Maybe. I try to be fair though. I might be passionate, I might be harsh sometimes, but I try to be fair. Or I might be overly forgiving in other times, but I try my best to be fair. I think Jacob will get involved because Smitty has put a bug in his ear. So if Naomi brings it up, she will be on his radar. That's true. Sutsy said Naomi hates Jacob. That is simply not true. That is 100% false. I swear that lady wants to be with Ashley more than Jacob. She is so annoyed with everything he does. He breathes, she gets annoyed. But I'll give her props. She's gotten better. She is not that bad. I think when it comes to the conversation around Naomi and Ashley's relationship, while I don't love it and how it was positioned to us in the beginning, I understand it because I operate very similar with a lot of my female friends. My homegirls mean the utmost to me, and yes, but it's different because I'm not married. Like if I was married, of course things would have to shift. But with my homegirls occupying the space that they do, and how long they have occupied a certain space in my life, I understand a synergy, a chemistry, a covering that you develop for them that you don't necessarily always have in romantic relationship, because ultimately if your friendships are as solid as you would like them to be, and when done right, most of the time your platonic friendships with your homegirls, with your best friends, with your good Judy, those things persist even after breakups and divorce and whatever. So I know y'all are like, oh, Naomi actually wants to be with Ashley. I'm like, I've never seen that to be the case. I think that Ashley is truly her best friend and she values her, and a best friend or a really, really tight group or a few really great supportive women do a lot for the independent, well-to-do eldest daughter who feels like she can't necessarily rely on anybody outside of herself. And that's what I see when it comes to Ashley. It's just, I think it gets colored by the fact of Ashley being who she is. But if Ashley was a different person, I don't think that anybody would say anything about how loyal and how Naomi shows up in her friendship to Ashley. Yeah, you got to go back at the beginning, Joyful. We discussed Randy and Sammy early on in the live. You can always check out the replay. And if you are watching on replay, then feel free to drop your comments and still share your thoughts because this is an ongoing discussion. I will be live every Monday moving forward to discuss Beyond the Gates. Episode breakdowns drop every single day, so be on the lookout for those. I thank y'all so much for watching, and thank y'all also. Some of y'all have seen the shorts, which are some clips from like past lives. I actually put up a short recently about Jacob and and Kat and their chemistry, and I did that video last year, but it was before many of y'all have found my channel, so a lot of y'all didn't get to see it. So I posted that recently, and a lot of y'all really enjoy it. And it's the comment section, the conversation is really great around there. So I thank y'all for all the love and support that y'all are showing for all of my content, whether it's showing up here for these live streams or watching my breakdowns and posting comments, or now watching some of the shorts. I really, really appreciate it. If you're on other platforms, you can follow me on Instagram and on TikTok on with those two. The name is at ericavane.com, and dot is spelled out. So it's ericavane.dot.com, C-O-M. On both TikTok and Instagram. I'm also on Facebook now. I had to recreate my page because Facebook is a hater. And I'm Erica Vane Media over there. So be on the lookout for content other places that you guys frequent in the social media landscape of it all. I would love it if you share. If you are in Facebook groups that talk about Beyond the Gates, I would love it if you share clips of my like breakdowns and the things that I'm talking about. Shout out to Jazz, who is over holding it down on Twitter and sharing different clips from my my content and allowing for my my voice, my thoughts, my perspectives to reach even more people and all of that. So I appreciate each and every one of you guys. Hey Jen, welcome in. Thank you so much. Thank you. What did I say about Jacob and Kat? Check it out. Like, it's the most recent short on my channel, and it's linked to the full video. I have a whole video about the chemistry that people are clocking with Kat and Jacob, and it's still pretty relevant since when I posted it. But y'all gotta go because I gotta go back to recording more videos. Okay, if you watch All American, I will be live tomorrow to talk about All American at 6 p.m. Pacific Standard Time, 9 p.m. Eastern, and I'll see you either live or in my next video. Good night.